probably about a couple miles off of the beaten track, off the logging track, into the dense jungle of the Ivory Jungle itself. You guys were ambushed by a pack of boars and were able to quickly dispatch them. Not a big deal. And you guys have just spent a little bit of time skinning and gutting and kind of harvesting some of the pelts for your good friend Steve Dundee Didgeridoo, and collected some meat for rations. What would you guys like to do next?
I agree.
Let's go to the tomb.
I have some questions I'd like answered.
Okay.
Smash it.
Like, where is the tomb? Where are we going? Does it have a name? What is it known for? Why are they there in the first place?
Okay, so you guys head back to town? Okay. You guys head back to Port Chilstino.
We make our way to the Twisted Mushroom to say hi to Benji.
Oh, hey guys!
He's sitting on the little rocking chair.
Smoking some of that Sylvan weed that you gave him.
Dude, hell yeah.
You guys have a great time. And then you head back over to the Dainty Swan.
Passes it. Then he passes the joint. Hey, what's up?
Go ahead, someone's
Yes.
taking notes.
Well, the man you talked to inside of... Let me pull up my notes real quick.
Sorry, it was in my pocket.
Zach.
Okay, yeah. So Rutherford Billington, yeah, he was an archaeologist. He wasn't part of the guild. He had just essentially put out a notice to the guild asking for help. So you guys walk back in to the Dainty Swan. Poof, open the door. Let me just real quick.
Hello, everybody.
So, you guys walk in, and you see Rutherford in the corner, and he's kind of nervously drinking a little bit of what looks like scotch from a glass, and he's still got the entire table sprawled out with different maps and books, and he's poring over them. And he looks up and he goes, "Oh, you've returned. What news have you?"
Yeah,
is that it?
information you provided me was not sufficient in their eyes.
Oh, that's just most disheartening news.
Following the trail, but they would rather ask questions than seek answers.
Oh, I see. I wish you had asked them yesterday. Another day, they could be injured by now. Well, what questions do you have? Please, time is of the utmost importance. Sit. And he gestures for you at the table. Oh, my good man? Yes.
Why?
Wasn't sure if that comment was racist or not.
Where is the tomb?
Oh, it says due west of here.
What do you know about the tomb?
Well, we know that it is very, very old. The tomb itself dates back to pre-cataclysm. We know
I gotta
that...
stir the soup. Please fill me in after.
gotta stir the soup.
1 second.
We
Yes.
need answers now.
Pre-
What do you know?
Pre-cataclysm. You can give me a history. Well, actually, yeah, give me a history
He
check.
needs history. He's the one telling us.
Well, he's saying cataclysm. I'm seeing if that means anything to you.
Oh shit! I rolled
How the
3.
fuck?
My
40.
bad. Take the 9
Tave.
plus 3. I rolled a 12.
Okay. So, yeah, Tave. You. This vaguely rings a bell to you. The cataclysm, and you know this is a strange new world, but there seems to be some overlap of what you're used to from Taldore, and you've just heard it mentioned before. It happened about 3,000 years ago. So very, very, very old. It was kind of the cataclysm essentially was the final essentially event that sealed the different planes of existence separate from each other. So it was kind of when natural magic was much more of a bigger thing. It was much more powerful. Deities and devils, you know, the lines were very much blurred. Kind of how things are like, kind of how the elemental rifts are appearing here. It was much on a much larger scale. That's kind of all you know about the cataclysm.
What do you expect us to find in this tomb?
He goes, well, I'm not quite sure. We didn't actually get inside of it. We had made our base camp down at the base of if you make your way through the jungle, you'll eventually find yourself a large river. Follow it down, you'll find a big waterfall. From there, down probably to the southwest is a large pool. Near this pool, you'll find our camp. Our camp was set up and everything was going fine. But then
why did you leave?
It burned.
well, there were these things in the jungle, and they were tormenting us. And they were stalking us in our sleep and in our day-to-day activities, and then one day it was just utter chaos, and they attacked and
What attacked?
I didn't get a good look at it. It was too fast, but it was very large, very fast, and it made your head swim and see things. It was utter chaos. Everyone just kind of ran for themselves. I was a coward, and
How did you escape?
I hid like a coward, and I eventually made my way back to town, in hopes to find someone more suited to recover the team and my good friend. It appears that way.
Has anyone else gone to this tomb before?
I am not sure. It is in very deep, dense jungle, and we had to excavate much of the tomb's entrance before we were attacked. So I don't believe so.
Were there any traps you encountered while excavating?
No. It was just the rocks had fallen in a bit and were covered over with vines, and we had to cut them back and excavate the rocks. But we were only out there for a day before our party was attacked, so we didn't get very far. He kind of looks down. He looks a little bit embarrassed, and he takes a drink, and he goes, "Like I said, I was a coward, and I ran and hid, and I didn't see. I heard the screams."
I'm trying to think.
He goes, "Are any of you able to read Abyssal?"
Oh yes, totally. I specialize in abyssal.
Do you actually?
No, but he
Okay.
is going to attempt to read it.
Okay. He pulls the book over, and it is an incredibly old-looking book, and there is a lot of.
Is there dust on it?
No, because he's been using it and like looking through it. And he's attempting to decipher what it says, and he goes, "Please, if you could read this, please read."
What's my check?
That would be an intelligence check, and you have to roll a natural 20.
Oh,
You're attempting to
come
you're
on.
attempting to read a
Come
language that
on,
you've
20.
never read before.
Come on, 20. Ah,
It looks like a bunch of chicken scratch to you.
this is in a different dialect of abyssal. I haven't seen this one before.
He looks dejected at that. Oh, well.
Is this a common language? Could we find somebody easily who could speak this?
It's not particularly common. It typically refers to things that come from the abyss, which are fiendish in nature. So something from the Nine Hells or from the abyssal plains are kind of what usually use this language. It's not a typical spoken dialect in the material plane at all.
Where did you find this book?
Oh, we've had this book since we started our expedition.
Where did you find it?
Oh, well, our expedition started in the port city of Altarim.
Does a lantern pop out?
No, it does not. Because it has to.
Wrong
It has to
read.
it's Altarim versus Altarin.
Oh,
Yeah.
my bad.
Altarim is spelled
Dialectal.
Al-Terim, and that's
I see it up here in the top corner of the map.
yeah, it's the capital of Windurin, which is the most northern territory.
So no lantern?
Nope, no
No
lantern. And also, it only pops out when Satora says it,
Oh.
because it's your item that you have equipped.
Cool.
That sounds a lot like that person you knew. What was his name? He looks to
Altarin.
Satora.
Did Altarin give me another way to contact him last time?
Lantern explodes.
You have the measured scroll, and he said that would be enough, or the scroll of sending.
Dude, we should
He can't
contact
message us back,
Altarin.
though.
No, he can't. He talks to us in our head. I feel like he could get us connected to someone who knows it, because mages, they fuck with that kind of shit.
Why did this guy decide to explore this? What is his drawing to this?
Are you asking
Like-
him?
Yeah.
Okay. He goes, "Oh, well, from what we were able to gather, that this the person who used to live in this tomb, or who used to be alive before they were buried in the tomb, they, well, we at least know their name. Their name was Chazan Kab, and they were known for being powerful and greedy and vengeful and stealing artifacts and
What kind of artifacts?
let's see, hold on. Artifacts and relics, historical ones, in an attempt to rewrite history in his own fashion. So we think that he might have been buried along with some of these artifacts, and that's why we're going down in there.
Satora wants to look at him
Yeah,
very
yes.
placidly,
We are scholars.
just straight in his eyes, and say, "That sounds cursed to me."
I wouldn't know anything about that. That's just all
I could
superstition.
DM question: is this a white guy?
Yeah, he's got kind of like sandy brown skin.
Not very
He's been out in the
cultured.
sun a bunch. but not very cultured.
He just fucks with the Ouija boards also. You know, he's that kind of guy.
He's the very stereotypical British explorer.
He's like, yeah, I just want to fuck with it because it's cool.
Yeah, because it's
Demons.
cool. I can get drunk and fuck with.
Why not, dude? Demons.
Yeah.
You don't look like someone who is friends with many tieflings.
No.
I'm not either.
Give me a wisdom check or history check.
Okay. Let me see what that is. Ooh, I like those numbers. Ooh, I really like that number.
Nice. Okay. So you have seen a couple of tieflings in Port Justino. They're not super common, but from what you've experienced so far, that this land is pretty ethnically diverse. I mean, you've ran into goblins, furbolgs, orcs, Eladrin, and so there have been a few tieflings. You could probably track one down if you really wanted to find one.
All right. I remember seeing some. And I turned to the party and said,
Oh,
"We
you
should
do
find
that? That is wonderful news. Please bring them here so they can read my book.
That is a very good point." I'm just gonna give him a little slide,
Where have you seen tiefling, Satora?
here. They've been around.
Then let's find one and bring them here. Read this
Yeah.
book.
We've just
Better
never
yet,
had a
let's
reason
bring.
to
What's this
associate.
guy's name?
Rutherford.
Rutherford. Rutherford, you're coming with us. We're gonna find.
Oh. But first, let me gather my books.
Fine.
I wait
There
for
are
my friend Alyssa.
at least a dozen, a couple maps. Like this table
Dimitri
is
will carry
covered.
them.
I'll just pick
Pick up the
He goes,
table.
grab them all.
Those books are really old.
I put my hands on the table and say, "Not the table, Dimitri."
Yeah,
Kind of look at Alyssa and be like, give her 2 thumbs up. All right.
Okay, so you guys all
are
walk
forcing him
outside.
out the door, I guess, or
I guess he's coming.
he's
He's coming with you.
Okay,
Yeah,
he's willingly.
Well, you kind of took all his shit and they were walking out.
Let's go.
Obviously, he's a coward, so he's like, I guess we're going then.
Okay. You know, it's,
So you guys
big
walk back
Tarzan
out
vibes.
into the midday sun of Port Justino.
I adjust my hat so the sun's not directly on my face.
Actually, I go back inside
Okay.
and I go straight up to Alyssa and say,
Yeah.
I kind of lean on the counter a little bit and say, "Have you seen any tieflings around here?"
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Yeah, you might as well try. Damn.
With advantage, so 19. Yeah.
Nope.
Oh. Rip. She goes.
I got it.
You see that a lot of customers have come in, and the bar is kind of packing up and filling up, and there are customers who are sitting down and requesting food, and she's kind of half running and wiping sweat off of her brow. She's bringing people glasses. She goes, "I'm sorry, I'm a little busy. Perhaps if you come back later, we have time to talk." And she turns and on the other side of the bar, serving drinks and stuff.
I say, "Okay, very well."
She kind of gives you a little smile as you walk out.
You have to respect Tabe.
All right, everybody split up and find.
I kind of give her a little wave and I walk
Okay.
out.
Everyone who is looking for a tiefling, go ahead and roll me an investigation check or a
Ooh,
perception check.
My favorite.
Investigation. All right, I got a +6 for that.
I think I have a better investigation. Nope.
Come on, tiefling.
Investigation.
I'm not doing great.
Oh yeah.
That is
Nice.
3 under 5 rolls in a row.
It was like me playing fucking Jegs.
What was the other one?
Wait, is this
Investigation or
perception?
perception. Either, whichever's higher.
Investigation or insight?
Oh, my perception.
Investigation or perception.
All right.
I already rolled
Then
investigation.
I rolled.
Perception's higher for me.
I rolled an 18.
Okay. So, Ohkee and Dimitri, you guys have both broken off, and you guys were wandering down by the docks, and you could see that it looks like one of you spot, kind of moving his way through the docks, is a dark purple colored tiefling, and he looks like he's shouting orders to people on a boat. It appears that he is a captain of some sort of vessel on the docks. He goes, "You there? No, up there. No, be careful with that." And load that there. Oh, perfect. My good man, and get it on board. Thank you. And he begins walking to board the gangplank for his own ship.
You, tiefling.
You're going up to him and saying that?
Yes.
He goes,
What is your name?
"Oh, my name is Stephen. We don't all have fancy names."
That's understandable. I had to change my name too.
"How can I help you? I am about to set sail."
We require your assistance in reading this book quick. Do you have a moment?
Not really, but if you could make it worth my while.
Provide mead.
You don't have any mead. You sold it all.
Oh,
Or
I don't have any.
Did you keep any of the bottles for yourself? I know you sold 12 bottles.
I don't think I kept any of those bottles. Yeah, I think we sold all of it. Well, we have liquor.
Okay, so Dimitri and Ohkee, you're the only two there. So what are you saying to this guy to convince him to stay and read your book?
Perhaps we could make a deal.
He goes, "Well, I'm about to set sail, but you have my attention for now."
Are you a merchant?
I am.
Trade and buy and sell?
Yes, I do.
We have some alcohol we could possibly barter for your knowledge.
Alcohol, you say? How much?
How much do we have? How big is this ship?
50.
It's about the same size as yours, a brigantine style ship.
How many crew members do you have?
I have 52.
52?
What is it, a pound per bottle?
Yeah, we'll say about that, yeah.
So then 50 pounds, 50 bottles. Give him, I don't know, like 75 pounds.
52.
Give him like 55 pounds. Give him a little bit extra, you know, you want to sweeten it.
How does 55 pounds of liquor sound for you and your crew for simply reading a book?
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
That's a damn good deal for reading a book. But
That's why he's got advantage.
tell him that you have to, if you can't read the book, like, that's okay. We can find someone else.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. So, is that? Are you
What's up,
straight
sorry?
rolls? Straight rolls with perception or
Yeah,
persuasion?
I have a 0 persuasion.
Okay, so
Me?
Zach, yeah, if you want to, you can roll for it as well. But Ohkee rolled really well too. But go ahead and give
Okay.
me one since you're both standing there too.
You have a plus 6 to persuasion?
Plus 6 to persuasion. Wow.
It's very
Oh,
charismatic.
wait, no, sorry. Wait, you said persuasion?
Persuasion.
Plus 0.
Okay, so an 8. So Ohkee's like giving this big elaborate thing, and Dimitri just go, "Yeah." What he said. He goes, "Oh, well, you drive a hard bargain, right? Well, a bottle for each of my crew, and we'll be square
If you can read the book.
if I can read the book." He holds his hand out to shake.
I grab his
Firmly
hand,
grab.
but my hand's like so much larger that I grab like his hand in his forearm and just kind
Yeah.
of like shake his arm.
He's like, oh, okay, easy now. Okay, yeah. So he turns to his crew and he goes, "Hold up, boys! I might have just scored us a fine night out at the sea later. So I'll be right back, and you two come with me." And he grabs two of his crew members to help carry the bottles, assumingly, and he walks back over with you to the group. He comes up and he goes, "Oh, what a ragtag group of adventurers you are here. Stephen, pleasure."
He can read this book? Not just anyone can read this book.
He goes, well, I assume you're asking me because I'm a tiefling.
Yes, I
And
understand.
I assume because you cannot read it that it probably is an abyssal.
Is it? I don't even know. I have no idea what the book even says. So.
The book is written in abyssal, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my character has
Your
no
character has no
idea
idea.
what the book
So he goes, well,
Good stuff.
may I see the book?
All right, and I have kind of like scoop Rutherford up to him.
Oh, there was, yes. Here, and please be careful. This book is extremely old. And he goes, all right, just give it here. And he takes it from you, and he reads, and, okay. So he reads and he goes, oh, this appears to be some sort of historical book about a man. Life story, something along the lines, a Chazan Kab? Does that ring a bell to you? And he was, oh yes, that is the person who's, I mean, we're interested in, as he almost like blurts out. And he begins to read, and essentially what you guys gather is Chazan Kab was the son of a nobleman before the Convergence and the Cataclysm. During the time when natural magic was the strongest, hailing from Winderin, he was small and sickly since birth, and his father was ashamed of him from his weakness in battle, which made Cobb incredibly bitter. His father tolerated his presence only due to political position. Cobb sought out the solace in the arcane after learning magic that was said to be able to channel the inner power and purity of the gods. A magic what is described in the book as called Dunia. Not much is known about it or its effects or how to obtain it, but his hateful, vengeful path brought him down a dark and dangerous line of greed and destruction. He began to use his powers to exert himself over others, hoarding relics away from people in an attempt to rewrite history in his own way. His father ended up having him killed, but not before Cobb was able to destroy the entire town, kill his father, and plague the entire surrounding landscape for 50 years. His family never recovered, and his bloodline died out. His body was then thought to be sealed away in a tomb far away, where no one would find it or the magic that was sealed within. And he finishes reading, closes the book, and he goes, that's all it says about that. Now, if you'd be so kind.
I look at Rutherford and I say, that sounds cursed.
He goes, yeah, it might appear that way. But the thing that attacked us wasn't from the temple. It was from the jungle.
Was it a beastie?
I can only imagine so.
I can speak to it if it is intelligent. Did it seem any intelligent?
That is your funeral. I only saw a blur of movement in the screams.
Sounds too fast for a creature, then.
It had this. I don't know if it was the jungle or the panic or the things that were in the jungle, but they just made my head swim, and they made me see things, that I was being stalked by some predator or something. But this was not within the tomb. This was on the outside. I imagine that some of my compatriots fled within the tomb to escape whatever it is that was in the jungle.
Open? If you open the tomb, that means that you might have let it out.
Well, I'm not sure. The tomb was open, but I cannot be certain that this came from within.
Sounds like a cursed thing. It sounds very cursed. Satora's very convinced that it's like something that has to do with not magic.
Are you still interested in finding my compatriots? I can pay you more. I don't want this to scare you away. 25% of what I was already going to pay you. And make a persuasion check.
You didn't mention anything about ghosts. This ups our reward. Or you didn't mention anything about curses. This ups our reward.
You can have advantage. You can have advantage because you haven't rolled yet. Oof.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh, God
Nice.
bless.
He goes, I'll give you 35% more gold, and I'll let you pick whichever 2 relics that you want to keep to sell at a later time. They're worth many, many more times whatever I'll be able to give you in gold.
I look back to Tiefling and I ask him if it mentioned anything about magical items that would trigger anything.
He goes, I'm
Like
sorry.
walking in or like arcane runes or anything
He goes,
that would like...
I'm sorry. It didn't actually detail any of the. I assume you're all going for this tomb. It didn't detail anything about the tomb, only that he was sealed away in one. It was more of a backstory of his life, more than where he was buried.
Well, I don't know any holy magic. I am not a holy person. I think we should find someone befitting of that position, because I don't know anything about praying. Kind of look at Ohkee, I'm like, you are a monk? Mm, in warrior spirit only, I assume.
No idea.
Ohkee's, yes.
Hold on, let me meditate on this and see if I can understand what's happening.
Someone give me just an intelligence check. Everyone can make it if they'd like. Which I know is the party's expertise, so.
Nothing.
Oh, damn.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled the same as you, damn. 22 each.
Oh, Tave, you rolled a natural 20?
She crit.
She crit.
Okay, Tave. You glean from the information that Steven gives to you that this is not so much as more of it deals more with an arcane nature, similar to what you believe might be resembling necromancy.
If they're dead once, we can kill them again.
The background of Chazankab. CHAZAN''KAAB. Nice.
How long has it been since we first found out this guy and read the book?
Well, by the time you were able to get back to town, ask around, talk to Rutherford, the sun is beginning to set. It's not super late, maybe about 4 or 5 p.m.
Okay, it's dead hours. I'm gonna go into the Dainty Swan.
Okay, you head back to the Dainty
I would
Swan.
like to heal.
Okay. No, he essentially read you the passage. The book is not an entire biography about Chazankab. It just had a passage historically about that situation, and that was just one passage. That's all you were able to get from that book. Yeah, it was just this one passage in Abyssal that he couldn't read because it was referring to things that were of necromantic or abyssal in nature. Okay. Also, mark off 55 pounds of liquor. I believe is what you said, right? 55?
Yep.
1 pound.
Yes.
Yes. Making it easy for us. Dimitri, if you'd like to heal, You can do a short rest, or which essentially
Well, later.
Ooh, lightning.
to do a full long rest. Yeah.
Yeah. First, I mean, while we're in town, before we leave, um, I would like to go talk to Brian.
Okay. Yeah, you can go do that now
Okay.
if you'd like.
Whenever,
Okay. So
since everyone's kind of doing their own thing.
we'll do that really quickly. You make your way over to
tag along.
Brian's.
You're gonna go to Brian? Okay.
Ohkee goes too. So you guys walk back in and you hear the ting 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 ting, and you kind of open the door and steam kind of billows out over your heads. This like wave of kind of like a sweet sweat smell and like furnaces. And you see Brian's there with his apron and he goes, "Oh, hey there again, guys. Welcome to Brian's. I am Brian." What can I do for you?
I'm gonna go up to him and talk. Last time he had mentioned he might be able to like silver coat our weapon.
Oh, yeah, silver coating. I can definitely do that. Yep.
Something to like help with damage.
Oh, yeah, it's good for hitting things that somewhat harder to hit with normal steel. Are you looking to
What
get
kind
your
of
hammer?
things?
Oh, things that go bump in the night, Some people call it hocus pocus, but, I'm a firm believer in silver in your weapons to keep you the baddies away out of your bed. Yep.
Ohkee should silver tip your horn.
So, are you looking to get your hammer silver coated?
I would like to do that.
Okay.
As it stands, none of the party has a fantastic amount of capital.
Okay. Well, that's not a good start.
But what we lack in capital, probably make up a helping around top. We've got 2 people here before you that might be able to work on the hammers a little bit.
Give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
I used to work in the Dwarven mines. I know my way around the shop.
You can roll into Ohkee.
What is it?
Persuasion.
Give me some silver arrowhead. That'd be sick.
It's not great.
I mean, maybe there's a deal we can work out. I mean, you got stuff you can hauled around.
He goes, "Well, I always need some more hands around the shop, but you two look like you're cut a little bit higher of a cloth than that. Let me say this. You're asking me for silvered weapons. That means you're thinking about fighting some baddies. Is that assumption correct?"
That is correct.
"Well, I'm looking for a certain kind of mineral that happens deep within the jungle. I bet you're going to the jungle, right? That's where all the baddies seem to come from.
We are.
How about this? You leave me something here as collateral. I'll silver your weapons for you. And on return, if you bring me enough of this special mineral that I'm looking for, then I'll give you the silvered weapons for free. I don't have a lot of time to go traipsing through the jungle."
Describe the.
Zach, you're cutting in and out a little bit.
Oh, can you describe the mineral? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Oh, the mineral. It forms typically along streams and rivers in the jungle. and it's something to do with the way that it flows from the mountainsides and way up to the west. But it collects and it makes these beautiful bluish greenish rocks that are in the river. And if I add that, if I'm able to crack those open, I can smelt the ore down and use it to make adamantine.
All right.
So, do you have anything to leave me for collateral?
I wait to see if Dimitri pulls anything out.
Hold on, let me see real quick. I'm looking up how much this actually costs to do. Oh,
Never mind.
well, a single weapon will run you 100 gold. So if you're looking to get a couple weapons silvered, you're gonna have to leave me a couple 100 gold.
How about 100 pounds of alcohol?
How much?
Just bartering alcohol.
I forget how much the alcohol was worth when you were trying to sell it. The ale was worth 5 silver a pound. So
It's not
okay,
even close.
give me a give me a persuasion check with disadvantage because you rolled one so bad before.
Oh, come on. It's disadvantage. Disadvantage.
Disadvantage. So it's not a natural 20. So a 14.
Yeah, straight 14.
He goes, I could probably buy your alcohol. I could probably sell for 7 silver a pound. So if you're looking to give me 100 pounds, that would be 70 gold. So you just need to give me a little bit to finish out the 100, and we could get one of your weapons there silvered. And he opens up a cloth rag, and you can see that they're silvered bars sitting there. And he goes, oh, look how shiny they are.
I pull out. Hold on. I pull out a gem. And,
Okay.
I brought this from my homeland when the dwarves enslaved me, and it's a gem worth 10 gold. It's like bright, fiery red.
Oh,
I've held
wow.
on to this for a long time. This meant a lot to me at the time. I will trade you this and the 70 gold.
You sure you want to give me that sentimental artifact?
Yes, it reminds me of darker times. It's time to part with it.
He looks at me and he goes, you guys have been pretty stand up with me. I'll take that offer. So 100 pounds of liquor and a gem. That sounds good. So once you drop off the booze, a gem,
Yeah.
yes, a red gem. Once you drop off, he goes, once you drop off the booze, I'll go ahead and get started. And
I also require aluminum-plated iron or nickel or something I can strap to my knuckles.
Fucking brass knuckles.
You're looking for some sort of ways to improve your punching?
Yes, if we are fighting the cursed undead, I'm going to need something on my hands to protect myself.
Not brass knuckles, silver knuckles. That'd be sick.
He goes, oh, I could probably whip something up there, but for silver, it's still roughly about 100 gold per item.
It just needs to be a simple coating. thin
He
layer
goes,
of silver can't be that expensive.
well, the DM is reading it right now on the website,
Metagaming.
and he's telling me. Okay, I'll say you could get like. Do you own brass knuckles?
I do not.
Okay, brass knuckles will cost you 5 silver, and it'll be another 30 silver to silver those.
So 35 silver.
No, 35 gold. Sorry, 30 gold to
35
silver.
gold.
30 gold to silver the knuckles. I'm giving it to you 70% off, so I don't want to hear any. I don't want to hear any smack.
30.5 gold.
Yeah, 30.5 gold.
I have 9.5.
I'm sorry, friend. If you want to leave some more collateral and bring me back more adamantine ore, then we can do that.
How much adamantine do you need?
DM's looking it up again. Oh, fuck. Okay,
I
maybe
am
not.
familiar with the mining pick, so this should be relatively easy for me to do.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
we
Okay,
did.
maybe not adamantine.
Oh, sorry.
Here online it says that it's worth 5,000 a pound.
Oh, well, let's go.
We'll find it, yeah.
Mining.
Can't be that rare. It's right in the river.
He goes, oh yeah. Well, the DM didn't know that, so we'll say okay.
How about silver for silver?
Yeah, silver ore. Silver ore is worth 5 gold a pound. So he goes, if you're going down into the jungle and you find any small caves, check in there for silver ore. That's it kind of likes to hang out on the banks of the river. If you bring me enough to cover the cost of the silver I'm using on your weapons, then we'll be square.
Do we need any tools?
Oh,
I
you
have
might want to
arms
burn
and
it.
tools. I have tools.
So essentially, if it's 5 gold
Whoa.
a pound,
Fuck, my headphone just died. Hold on.
Rip Joe.
No.
so essentially
Should we ask him?
you'll need to get like essentially like 20
I'm
something
dead in the
pounds of
water. I
silver.
got nothing.
Yeah.
Where's your old headphones?
Switch to your speakers.
20 pounds of silver.
Could we ask him to borrow the...
What were you asking, Zach?
Oh, I was gonna say, can we ask to borrow the tools we might need? It?
Yeah, he could lend you a prospecting
something?
kit and a pickaxe.
I can't hear anybody.
Do you have any other? Joe's headphones died.
Ugh.
I wonder if it's a roll 20 bug. Oh, batteries. These headphones batteries. Too much WoW. Dude, this is the curse of World of Warcraft.
So yeah, Dimitri, he was able to give you a prospecting kit, and he goes, "Yeah, I'll lend you this out, cause I'm not going out there myself, so I got no use for it here. So just go ahead and mark a prospector kit to your inventory."
Okay. What does that include?
It includes like a pickaxe, probably like a chisel of some kind, and a shovel.
Oh, I heard something.
Joe, you back? He's got his
He's
headphones.
probably got his speaker.
I see him. He has his headphones on, but like another one, but I don't think he can hear us yet.
What the fuck?
Are you muted?
Can Brian help
All right, we're good.
better?
Oh, nice.
Okay. What was your question, Zach?
Does Brian know anything about mine?
I know a little bit.
Basics, be a little efficient.
So I have artisan tools and chisels. I'm a craftsman, like lance craftsman, so I have some of this stuff already.
So Ohkee, also, Brian lent out his prospecting kit to you guys.
Okay.
So that's got a pickaxe, a shovel, a chisel, that kind of stuff in there. Anything you might need to mine minerals and stuff.
Not I. I am not a miner.
We got this.
Yeah, you guys should have plenty of tools.
Wow.
Peak Jace.
Weird. Very weird.
Well, I'll thank Brian for that.
Okay, he goes, all right, well, give me a, so mark off the rest of your booze, because you guys just gave him that. So you brought it over.
Was it the rest of it? I thought.
Yeah, that was, I think, oh, you had 200 pounds, so mark off another 100 pounds, so you have 50 pounds left.
How much was my brass silver plated enough?
30 gold, 30.5 gold total.
But that was traded for silver coming back.
Well, he'll probably need more collateral to cover that. So if you want to give him another 35 pounds of, or 30 pounds of liquor.
I can lend him a sword. How does that work?
What kind of sword is it?
A scimitar? Let me double check that.
I have a spear and bear traps.
No, sorry. I forgot it's a hammer and sickle, so it's a sickle. Maybe technically a sickle.
How much for the silver arrowheads?
You're not
Or
there.
silver tipped arrowheads?
You're not there, so you have no idea.
This is a DM question.
Okay. Well, if we're going off the rules, it's 100.
Silver.
If we're going off the rules, it's 100 gold per item. But
Really?
I can homebrew it a little bit to change the price. But it'll probably be like for an arrowhead, it'd probably be like 5 gold an arrowhead.
What about like heating up the silver and then just kind of dipping it?
Silver coating would be 5 gold at arrowhead.
Okay.
Because for a whole sword is 100. So you're getting one arrow for 5, and his knuckles cost 30. So
Gotcha.
5 seems fair to me. A sickle is worth 1 gold, and that's brand new.
Well, I haven't used it, so.
Well, you've been carrying it with you
Is it
for,
a
I
silver
assume,
sickle?
for a long time.
Wow, why did I pick the sickle?
Is it a silver sickle?
No.
Not quite. It's just really shiny. So you're giving him 30 more pounds of booze in exchange for the knuckles?
Sure, why not?
Okay. So go ahead and mark off that. So you have 20 pounds of booze left on your ship.
Selling all the booze.
Selling all your booze.
Hey,
Okay.
we're about to get some loot, so.
Yeah, we're gonna raid a tomb. We're gonna have tons of gold.
Yeah, I want to ask, I guess, before we leave, if he knows anything about, like, arcane weapons of the area.
He goes, oh, I don't really deal in the arcane. I can silver your weapon there for you, but if you're looking for magical weapons, well, if you're going to this tomb, that might be a good place to look, or maybe the Chapter Arcanum, the Alabaster Icondria's Mage Tower might be another good place.
I was just curious. I don't know if he's the best person.
Seems like that's all he really knows. He doesn't really know much more past blacksmithing.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So you guys head back, and so at this point, the sun is set. You guys have dropped off all the booze. He has begun to silver coat your weapons. You guys are going to spend the night on your ship?
Sure.
Okay. So you guys spend the night on your ship. Now you have 14 days to get to Marta. Now, the next dawn comes. You guys head back to Brian's, and he produces
Is that a
you
long rest? Sorry.
long rest. Yep, long rest for everybody.
Use that a lot.
I'm going
And
back
he-
to the Daily Swarm too.
Okay, so Satora. Oh, so before you rest, then we can do that. Satora,
Yeah.
because you said you were doing that. Okay, you go back to the Dainty Swan.
All right. And I see if Alyssa's still busy.
It's kind of calmed down a little bit before the dinner rush, so she's there.
All right. I'm gonna walk up to her and ask her some questions.
She goes, "Oh, good to see you again."
Good to see you as well. Do you know anything about the curses in this area?
Curses. Could you be a little bit more specific?
My captain believes there is some sort of arcane dealing with the dead.
Oh, you're talking about necromancy.
Unfortunately.
Well, I've only heard about as much as the next person about that. I am simply just an innkeeper. I didn't deal much with the arcane back in the Feywilds. But I heard it's nasty stuff.
Yes, it seems quite nasty. But, I do want to ask whether or not you know of any creatures in the jungle, in the forest, that are of arcane nature.
Let me check something.
Okay.
She looks to you and she goes, "Are you planning to go deep within the jungle?"
Yes, we must assist that nice gentleman's companions. They seem to have been lost in the jungle.
Well, I mean,
And they
it's-
seem to have been attacked. So he says.
I mean, there's plenty of nasty things in the jungle that can attack you. Jaguars and leopards and alligators and the like. Those kind of nasty beasts. But you say mentioned arcane. Now, I don't know if this is actually arcane. It might just be a bit of a rumor, but there's a local legend that there is a beast that likes to play with its victims before killing them, and they say those who see it rarely live to tell about it, but it moves fast and it's very stealthy, but also appears to be about the size of a horse.
Sounds exactly like what he was talking about. A horse like horse size or horse shape?
Horse-sized,
Okay. So like tall.
so big,
So like big and chunky. Okay.
big. Well, there is the part of the legend is that once you're stalked by this creature, something about it makes you feel like you're being stalked on all sides, and things in the jungle are out to get you, and it's very confusing. And some say that the creature takes joy in causing panic and fear within its victims.
So this creature seems intelligent.
I couldn't guess.
If it has an understanding of manipulation, then it has some sort of animalistic intelligence.
That sounds right to me.
And then I just kind of spend a little bit of time with her asking about kind of like the creatures in the jungle and whether or not she's ever encountered any forest spirits or like magical fae sprites or dryads.
She goes, "Oh well, I've not really gone in the jungle. I typically stay to town.
Would you guess that there is those creatures here, or
The jungle is dark, deep, and old. I could only imagine what you might find in the jungle."
that tells me enough?
The trees in this jungle easily get to 300 years old. Seems like a blink for us, but for others,
Do you know if these trees are the only kinds of trees? And she kind of like points to like the furnituring that's made from the marble wood and shit.
yeah, it's primarily all this ivory wood. That's got this dark marbled. It's like a dark color with these white swirls that run through the wood itself.
Do you
she
know
goes,
what kind of tree this is?
This is an ivory tree.
Oh,
That's
it's
what
just called an ivory
It's
tree.
called the ivory tree.
Genus, species.
Teledandre iberconium.
I heard like a cackle in the room. I kind of like nod my head a little bit and think about it. I will see if I can find a certain someone in these trees.
I hope you can find them. Now, is there anything else you'd like to talk
I'm
about,
kinda
or
like-
perhaps purchase? You come in to talk quite a bit, but perhaps you are a bit parched.
Oh yes. Some water.
She goes, perhaps maybe a glass of your own mead that you brought in?
I do not drink. Period. I know of the toxins, and I do not allow them to enter my body.
I see.
Nope. And I'm just kind of like put my hand just like directly in front of my mouth and just completely. And I say, you can see what the poison does. I'm sorry for making such a mess. We will be leaving, and I kind of like push Tabe and escort her outside of the bar. And I just
She
kind
kind
of
of-
like give her a little wave.
She kind of sighs and begins yelling at some of the barkeeps to clean up the mess.
I'm sorry. I promise I will make them pay for something next time.
No response. Okay, so you guys finishing up for that?
Okay.
So now for the full long rest. Everyone gets a long rest, and the next day comes. I assume that Ohkee and Dimitri head straight for Brian's.
Yes.
So you guys walk in, and you hear like the shh, and he goes, "Oh, hey guys, welcome back to Brian's. I am Brian. I just finished off your weapons here." And he like kind of gestures you to a table, and you can see that your iron warhammer just now gleams brightly as the head itself has been entirely cased in silver. Just the head, not the whole staff, but the head itself, the damage bits are just bright, shining in silver, which gives it this nice contrast between the other type of metal. And Ohkee, you see laying on the table are these two kind of knobbly brass knuckles that have been just dipped in silver as well. And they lay there gleaming on the countertop. And he goes, "All right, so if you guys can go get me that silver, I can go give you your booze back, but..." No, he's
All
not.
the booze is collateral.
It's collateral. So if you guys don't come back with any ore, he keeps the booze. Yep. So however much ore you're able to find, you can sell that back to him for 5 gold a pound, and then the rest of it he'll just keep. Unless you guys find 25 pounds of silver.
Oh, we'll find it. I'll be out there.
Just mining away.
Smashing rocks.
Perfect. Okay. So you
What
guys
can I
heading.
look up for the silver coated?
So essentially, it's the same amount of damage, but it allows you to deal damage to certain types of enemies that are resistant to non-silvered weapons. So there are a lot of undead and those type of creatures that are resistant to normal non-magical attacks unless they're silvered weapons.
Okay.
Yeah, ghosties and stuff.
Sorry, I fucked up my key points somehow. I deleted it and I had to reset it and zoned out for a minute. I thank Brian for the knuckles and make the way back to the party. And I tell Tave we had to put some of the booze on what's the word I'm looking for? We traded booze for silver weapons, but we'll get the booze back. Most of it. We save you some to drink. You'll be fine.
There's 20 pounds of liquor.
And with all the gold from the relics we sell, we can buy more. Then we'll mine silver for ourselves and we'll sell silver to Brian. Well, we signed up for it, so I guess I'm back to my mining days.
Not really.
I got 9 gold still. You could always go and find silver ore and like other ore, try to bring it back and sell it. But we're also
We
on
have
a
the
time.
boar
We're on a
pets
time
to sell.
schedule too with wherever we're going.
We have these weapons. You said it was 6 squares.
It was
Three
about
days.
3.5 days.
I thought we had like a few other quests, like hunting. Or
Yeah,
pelts.
you guys do have these boar pelts.
Yeah.
You guys could
Oppo
try and...
has, or Satora has them.
Oppo technically has them.
Okay.
Let's sell all Oppo's shit.
We sell Oppo into slavery.
The boar pelts go to the Outback shop.
Yeah, sorry, Garrett. We sold your carrot.
Yeah, I mean, Steve Dundee Didgeridoo did have, like, you know, quests, like, you know, essentially bounties for anything you kill in the jungle. He'll take the pelts if you can harvest them for gold.
So we could go kill a bunch of
Yep,
random
I'll bring
shit.
them over.
We'll kill a bunch of level
Yes,
1
so-
boars.
Stop it. Stop it. That reference, I got that right off the fucking bat. God damn it.
Remember, you level up from milestones, not from XP, so you can't grind in this campaign.
Well, we could.
Once
Grind
you've-
gold.
Once you could grind gold. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're grinding to.
We just turned this into campaign to a gold farm.
We're becoming
We just
tiny.
want to buy and sell shit for 3 hours every night.
Dude, honestly, like, we should just start a business.
That's a great idea.
Like,
Poor
fuck
Caleb
selling
has to
everything
log
to
in every
everyone.
week.
Why don't everybody could just come to us to buy
They
shit?
can sell
Oh,
it
yeah.
for us.
You see, that's the best thing about my campaign is that you literally can do that. But I also would like to let you guys know that shit does happen in the background. If you don't do anything, stuff still will happen.
We're going
making
to
money.
hire mercenaries to hunt level 1
Capitalism, bro.
boars.
Like, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Stonks.
Poor Galen has to log in every week for us to just discuss our stocks and selling dead
Oh my god. Well, then we might have
For
another
3
cataclysm
hours.
event or something like that, you know? It's like, oh, you're discussing your shots? Oh, well, Tiamat just came into the material plane, so have fun killing that.
We capitalize, grab the scales, sell the scales. Become dragon slaves, grab scales.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, you're attempting just to cook it, or you want to preserve it? Okay. So you'd probably want to go to the Outback Bush Shop. That's kind of where that all happens. He wants... Yeah, you have to... So you walk in the door. He goes, crikey! Ah, good on you, mate. How you doing? How you going? Yeah? You doing good? You back from the bush? You wouldn't be part of that same old group that I gave you some bounties on. You know, that blue boy with his shark skin vest?
Satora walks up and she says, yes, Oppo, yes.
Oh, right, oh, he's a stand-up lad.
Yes, before, we have a question.
All right, shoot.
Are there any unusual creatures in this jungle?
Oh, sure, plenty.
Unusual as in, intelligent.
Well, they're crafty little buggers. One of them took me fucking leg.
What was it?
Where, what was that one? Oh, that was a different jungle though, mate.
Oh,
That was the Durang jungle way up north.
I see. Well, do you know of any creatures that like to play with their prey in this jungle rather than just kill them immediately?
Oh, I see. What kind of questions you're asking me now? You've heard about the legends?
Yes.
Oh,
do you
right.
know anything or can elaborate on this creature? Do you know anything?
Sure, yeah. I've seen it.
Oh, yes?
Yeah, it's
What-
scary as fucking hell.
That sounds about right.
Well, it's called a blood-toothed tiger. It's about the size of a horse, so a big fucker. It's got dark red and black fur, and it's got 2 giant 3-foot-long scythes coming out of its fucking mouth. Giant sabers, long as a man's arm. Take it clean off. It likes to hunt and stalk its prey, and it's got this ability that when you're close enough to it, makes your head all swimmy, makes you see things in the jungle. I think it fucking likes it. I swear I heard it laughing once.
That sounds like a charm, almost.
I don't know what the fuck it is, but hey, I gave you a bounty for it.
For that creature? Oppo has it?
Oh, if you get me a skin of a blood-toothed tiger, well. And he goes and starts counting. He goes, I'd give you 350 gold for it. How about 350? Give me a persuasion check. You guys let Tave do all the talking, and she has really bad stats.
She's the worst, yeah.
350. Don't push it, love. All right, yeah, I'm always down for a good bit of fun.
Well, here we have, and I like kind of gesture to the boar pelts, whoever's holding them.
Oppo has those, and you cannot sell them when he's not here, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
They are in his inventory, so.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, how much do these run for?
The boar pelts? Well, it depends on the level of craftsmanship when they were taken away, but for a boar pelt, I'd give you 3 silver apiece.
Okay. And then I like point to Tavi's meat. I'm just like, she wants to make jerky out of that.
Oh, you want to make jerky? Well, I've got a smoke rack out back. I'd let you rent it at 1 silver a pound.
And some jerky.
You give me 130 a jerky, I'll let you use my smoker for free. To use my smoker? How much bees you got? Not much left, I bet. We've had a big influx of booze coming in from traders around town. It's kind of flooded the market, not with as much anymore. Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage. Disadvantage too.
Ooh.
Oh. Sorry, I'm on a bit of a cleanse. I'm not actually drinking right now. Bit of a juicer.
Me either.
Who?
She'll give you a third of the meat.
A third of the meat.
Don't
for
mind her,
smoking it.
she's drunk.
Oh, I can smell it from here.
Yeah, she's always drunk.
On a little bit of that. Little
Who
bit of
says
that
you're
white
not drunk
lightning.
when you wake up. Believable.
Well, 1/3 of your meat to use my smoker for free. That's the deal.
We can get more. It's boar.
How many pounds of boar meat do you have? I think it was like 5. I think it was like 3 to 5 pounds. I think you didn't take that much. Go ahead and roll me a 1d4 plus 1. Three pounds of meat. So he'll take a pound of jerky. You'll get the other 2.
Do you know how much it takes? A pound of jerky lasts you like a week. She's not very economic smart. She was a slave.
Better than eating it raw.
It was going on to like day 2 of like not being like, cooked. It was just like raw meat that's been out in this hot, humid climate for like a day. It was starting to get a little funky. Yeah, stuffed in a bag. You can pull it out. It's like, you're like, oh. He goes, on second thought, maybe you can have all of that. Give me a wisdom check. If you had waited another half day, it would have been bad. So he puts it on the smoker, and he's like, "All right, come back in 2 days for this." Slow smoking it, got to treat it right. Well,
Wait, do you have
going-
any vinegar?
Vinegar.
Vinegar.
All right, rowdy bunch she is over there. He goes, I might not. I don't have any vinegar, but you might be able to find that over at Tybalt's.
Okay, I'll be right back. Don't put that meat yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna run to the-
It's a bip.
I head over and I buy.
Oh, you walk into Tybalt's?
Yes.
He goes, "Oh, you again?
Hello, I would like to buy some vinegar.
Oh yeah, would you?
Yeah.
3 gold.
Well, do you have small bottles?
Yep, that's the smallest bottle I have.
Oh, okay. What about salt?
I've got salt."
How much for,
He's like standing like very straight, and he's just glaring at you through his glasses, and he's just kind of like clenching his fists a little bit.
how much for some salt? Enough for 3 pounds of meat?
You'll need 7 pounds of salt.
How much for 7 pounds of salt?
A gold a pound.
How about some herbs and aromatics?
How about you get out of my shop, racist?
I mean, you can't be racist against your own people, technically, so... You're also an elf. Sorry.
Elf. You also said I was a bastard, so, I don't really want to deal with you.
Well, I'm gonna spend like a minute kind of explaining to him what a bastard is and how
Yeah.
he is a
You
bastard.
see his face gets redder and redder and redder.
I'm gonna say, I'm sorry, that is just how it goes bloodline-wise.
He goes, I understand how it works. I don't like being called that.
I am very sorry then.
I'm sorry too. Your price is doubled.
It's okay. I'm just here to chat. And I give him a little smile.
Do you just sit there and talk with him for like 10 minutes?
Yeah. I'm just there to basically tilt the shit out of this guy.
So you tilt Tybalt out of his fucking head, and do you ever go back to Steve Dundee Didgery? Because he's taking the meat off of the rack now. He's waiting for you to come back.
Yeah, after I'm sufficiently wasted Tybalt's time and not buy anything from him, I go back to Didgeridoo.
Okay, he goes, all right, so you got the vinegar for me and some salt?
No, the prices are insane.
Really? It's
Yeah.
a pound of salt's like 2 copper.
Yeah, well, he's a bastard.
Yeah, well, we all know that, but we don't say it to his face.
Yes,
He gets-
but I'm obligated to let him know.
You're a bit literal, if you get my drift.
That is how we are brought up in the Feywilds.
All right, yep, I know about that.
It is
Definitely.
about life and death in the Feywilds. Even though when you die, you kind of get dematerialized and turn back into the magic of the natures.
You think you might be able to dematerialize my fucking leg?
So I can attempt.
Well,
I kind of like touch it.
you
Like
touch,
any-
you touch the wooden leg.
I touch his peg leg. I kind of like squat down and like touch his
Give
peg
me
leg.
an intelligence check.
Oh, Zach's still here.
Ooh, baby.
Yeah, you don't feel anything.
And say, well, I can do this for you. And I kind of like use my life essence to like imbue it with the blue glow like I did to Alka and Kaz's maracas.
He got sweet ass. Nice. I like that.
And I say, this should do you just well.
Got some ladies at the pub.
Yep. Just kind of like lean on it and then think about it and it'll illuminate blue.
Sick. Nice, mate.
And it's like,
Cheers.
So,
Well,
Enjoy that
best
meat.
luck hunting. I'll get this meat smoked up for you and we'll be good to go.
very good. We'll see you then.
All right, you leave the shop.
Where are we going back to? Where did everybody go?
The day is yours now. You guys are...
Oh, okay.
I think we should hunt.
You're just standing over here right in the middle. Like in the intersection. You're like, where was I? Well, it's been 2 days. I want to see how our boat's doing. They said like 2 or 3 days, I think.
Yeah, it's been one full day that you stayed since you've commissioned the boat. Because you commissioned the boat to get fixed last time, and then
Yeah.
you went straight from there to the jungle. So it's been like almost 24 hours since you got the boat commissioned to
Okay.
get fixed.
I want to see the boat. I want to see what's done. I like run over to the boat.
Yeah, they're hard at work. It's up on dry dock right now, and they are in the process of sanding down a bit of the hull that had been hit with a cannonball, and they're sanding down the rough edges, and they're preparing to put the planks in to kind of forge the hull, and then they're going to sand it down and paint it. But they're hard at work, and they're all just kind of working away, and
Fuck yeah.
it looks professional. Yeah, the guild's taking good care of the boat.
Good. I head back to the group. It looks
Trek
good.
on.
Okay, so you guys head out into the jungle.
Yes. Find some kill. How many did Brian give us? Just the one?
Just the one kit.
They do.
I guess.
I have a set of artisan tools and a chisel. And considering that I was a miner for the Dwarven slavers, I carried my pick with me. Well, I guess pick, chisel, hammer type shit. Like stone mining, ore mining. But he did give up his gem. He's trying to leave that in his past.
All right.
I don't see a river, so I'll try and use my turtle.
I don't see a river. Can we get a different map that has a river on it?
Can I use survival to find the river?
Yeah, so you've essentially assumed you've made your way back to where you had kind of fought the Borza 4. You're following the same game trail westward, which is the direction of where you were told that there was a river. Go ahead and give me a survival check to see if you can kind of picture where a river would be in the topography.
Make sure the right number.
Oh,
Nope. 6. Oh, yeah.
I got your river right here. Hold on. That's
That's my roll.
That's
That
Joe's
river is my
river.
roll. That's a 6 river.
I couldn't resist that one. Just hanging right in front of me. I had to do it.
Okay, so 17. Okay, cool.
No, Tave rolled a crit.
So you guys are heading back into the jungle. Thick mats of insects descend into like these maddening swarms around you. The air is hot and humid and takes on a slight rotten smell to it. The canopy of deep green and turquoise leaves extends high above the dark marble trees of the ivory jungle. The jungle itself is a racket of different sounds of insects and animals that you hear. Eventually, on this game trail, you find it begin to slope down into descending terrain. You find yourself entering into a large ravine. Let's see.
Are we kind
So-
of going the way towards the temple?
Yes. Yeah. Essentially, yes. You were told that the river that runs through the jungle is right near where the tomb is located as well. So you guys eventually, so Satora, you get to the top of this ravine, and you're looking at the trees, and you see it all kind of go into a depression, and you hear through the cutting of insects and everything else.
Oh, we're skipping over. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. So you hear through the insects, you hear a little bit of the sound of running water coming from down in the ravine. You can't quite see it, but you can just make it out.
Alright. I think I found the river. Or said me, right?
Yep.
Or Charlie found it.
I see like, oh yeah, Tave found it. Tave hears the river kind of cutting its way down through the ravine. Yep. So let me. You walk just down the ravine itself. Okay. You as you walk down the ravine, the ground begins to grow increasingly more wet, with these roots and vines that kind of snaring at your feet. I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
All of us?
Oh, no.
So you see Tave go that way, and she just walks and just descends out of you, down through the brush, out of sight, like down the ravine. Just
So we're just gonna like grab her head.
Tave, I will get to you in a.
Rub her eyes.
I'll get to you in a second.
Can I roll a nature check to find a safe way down?
Sure, yeah.
Maybe.
Tave, you take 30 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall down this ravine. You end up smacking your head into a rock, a couple rocks on the way down. With a crit fail, you essentially critted yourself. And you eventually smack your head, and water kind of splashes up around your head, and you're just laying there dazed, laying kind of part way into this river with like vines and leaves and dirt all over you, and you're just laying there stunned. Dimitri, you're looking around, and the jungle seems pretty thick. It is, I mean, as soon as Tave fell, you lost sight of her, and it just got really steep. And it doesn't seem like there's any real safe way of just maneuvering your way down the ravine without some sort of aid, whether it's like mechanical or magical. Unless you want to try and make some checks to kind of climb down the ravine after her.
I mean, we gotta get down there, right?
Satora wants to tie a rope around a tree and use that as an anchor to slide herself down.
Okay, how much rope do you have?
200 feet.
Okay, that's plenty.
Awesome.
Okay, so you tie it around the rope and you begin to kind of backpedal your way down the ravine. It's a little awkward because you're going backwards through this thick jungle of big leaves and trees and vines and some barbed plants cut across you, but you're able to kind of slowly begin to make your way down the ravine. Go ahead and give me a athletics check with advantage.
Okay.
Should we
There's
all do
that
that?
20.
Kind of like make the river look this way. Look at this amazing art skills. Woo! Nice. Look at this fucking river, and then we got like some little squiggles in there. Yeah.
Should we all make that check if we're climbing?
Yeah, if you're all climbing down, make the check, please.
What does Adrian do together?
With a natural 20, you
I feel right at home. The
Yeah.
forest is my place.
she just kind of she drops her feet to the side and slides down while holding onto the rope and just kind of quickly repels her way down, and your feet boom, hit the kind of rocky shore of the river, and you see laying like kind of face up in the river, blood just oozing from her head, is Tave just laying there just stunned as fuck.
Oh my god. I kind of run over and I start to apply some bandages to her head.
Do we each roll that with advantage if we're going down the rope?
If you're using the rope, yes, use an advantage.
And as
Ohkee does the same thing. Ohkee just like just so
you leave a trail
So-
for Dimitri.
So Tave, you're laying there like dazed in the water, and you hear this as like the rest of your party just effortlessly just slides down the ravine and just stands right where you are.
And I say, shut up. I'm like bandaging her, shut up. Let me navigate. I am the navigator. As I'm applying the bandages, I want to cast Cure Wounds.
Okay, go for it.
Can I cast that at second level or okay? First level only?
You can cast it at second level. I believe it adds an additional dice.
I want to keep an eye out for any potential threats.
Okay, give me a perception check.
When you cast a spell using second spell slot or higher, the healing increases by 1d8 for each slot of the first. So
Yeah,
one more
so
d8
one more
on
d8.
top of 2d8 plus spell modifier, which is
Ohkee, the expel ability modifier over your spell attack modifier.
okay.
Ohkee, you're looking through the jungle, and like I said, it's this river is probably about 50 feet across, and it's rapids. Like Tave kind of landed in a pool right on the edge, but any further out, and it's just white water that's running through. It's very loud, and the jungle is very oppressive on both sides. It's only kind of opened up right on the banks, and so you're looking around, and it's just a lot of green, a lot of thick foliage, and then this river that's right in front of you. You're also looking around, and you don't see the game trail that you guys have been on. You don't see it continuing on the other side. It just kind of blankets right into thick foliage in front of you. You guys are fully off the track in the jungle now.
And I healed Becker for 14.
Okay, cool. Tave, you feel some of the wounds in your heads kind of slowly knitting themselves back together, and the blood stops pouring out of your head that you smacked on a bunch of rocks on the way down.
I'm looking straight into Tavi's eyes and I say, now you owe me. It's like dazed.
It's the concussion talking.
Can I, roll
I like
to look
stop
for-
healing for a second, and then I go back to healing.
Yeah, Zach, what are you looking for?
I'm gonna look for the war veins, or caves, or whatever you described there.
Okay, yeah, go
forget
ahead and give me a perception check. Nice. Yeah, so you're kind of down in near the rapids, and you can see kind of to the south a little bit, you see the water kind of end and jut off into a waterfall that kind of spills downwards. And you can see just to the left of that, there's a big rock face that extends up near where the waterfall starts. And you can see a small cave entrance, just kind of cut inside of the rock there. If you'd like to go and look further.
I'm gonna point it out to the party first.
Okay. Dimitri points there and hefts a pickaxe.
Oh, you
like
see,
them, brethren.
you see some rocks?
Yeah, he spotted a potential cave opening for silver ore.
Okay.
Are you guys moving to the cave?
Yes.
Yes.
Tava, you pick yourself up. You are muddy, soaking wet, and a little bit bloody, but you're alive, so there's that. Give me a Constitution saving throw. Give me a con save. You're fine. I just want to make you roll.
Get that drunk strength.
Get that drunk strength. Yeah. Okay, cool. So, you guys make your way over towards the hole kind of cave. And once you get up to it, you can see that it doesn't go in very deep. It maybe goes 20 feet back into the side of this cliff face. But as you guys are entering the cave, I'd like everyone who's looking for silver ore to give me a investigation check.
3. Of course. Do we get advantage since we're looking together?
Okay. I'll give you an advantage on these rolls because you're not gonna get them later.
Oh, come on.
Okay, Ohkee, you still slip on some rocks. I need you to give me a dex save to make sure you don't fall in the river.
What? It's investigations.
Yeah, you're going to investigate this cave, and you go.
Is that
you're like, huh, peering in.
athletics,
Whoa!
acrobatics,
That's gonna be a dexterity saving throw.
straight dex save?
Dex save.
I feel like that's an acrobat. Oh my god.
Ohkee, you see, as everyone's kind of peering into this cave, you see Ohkee take a bad step on the side of this river
I have hooves.
and
Hooves on rocks.
slips on the rocks with his hooves and whoosh, plunges into the river, probably about 30 feet above this waterfall.
I swim back.
The current is very strong. Go ahead and give me a strength save to see if you can pull yourself. Is anyone else helping him, or are they just gonna watch him try and swim against this?
I'll help him swim.
How are you helping him? He's floating away. He's floating away. Strength save,
I'll-
Ohkee.
I'll do an athletics to jump into the water.
You're pulling. You can't quite get to shore. You're battling with the current.
Do you want to throw him a rope?
Make your decision in 10.
Throw him a rope.
8,
Throw him a rope.
7. Okay, throw the rope. Okay, go ahead and give me just give me an athletics check to see if you can toss the rope over to him.
Let me do it.
Dimitri looks up to you and you go. Dimitri go. Go ahead, Dimitri, if you want to take the rope from her and throw it.
She
I
already
grab
threw
the
it.
rope out of your hand and
She already.
I throw the end to her.
Fair enough. They're both good. They're both good enough. I just wanted to see. He's like, you're injured. Yep, you did. But it's still bloosh. It lands right by you, Ohkee. Go ahead and grab it and give me a strength saving throw with advantage. As you try and pull yourself back up. You can feel.
I'm gonna take the other end of the rope and run to the nearest tree and like kind of use it as a pulley and to try to
Oh
pull
my
him
god!
out.
Ohkee, you're still. You're trying to pull yourself against the river. It's really tough. He's 10 feet away from the edge of this.
Yeah, so I'm running to the nearest
Waterfall.
tree, pulling the rope.
You're pulling it. Okay.
I yell for Dimitri to come and help me pull the rope around the tree.
The water is getting louder. He's probably 10-15 feet out into the river, and he's getting dragged.
No, you
looking
can
if you
help
like.
us pull the rope though.
Whatever you're gonna do. All right, Ohkee, get one more strength check with advantage.
He has the rope.
Everyone else is helping you.
Why am I rolling so shitty?
I know that. Here comes the next one.
Okay. You feel your hooves just pass over the lip of the waterfall. You're like you hand over hand, and they're he's anchoring in the rope, and eventually you grab a rock and you pull yourself out of the river.
Alright. Almost died twice now. haven't done anything but die.
See, this place is cursed.
Okay, so now you guys are gonna go back to investigating for the silver ore, right? Can you still hear me, Zach? Zach's phone. All right, I'm gonna grab a drink.
God.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah. 20-minute intermission.
5-minute break.
Yeah. Great again. Hmm?
Is anybody there? Hello? Something's going on. Oh. Can you hear me, Galen?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're a little quiet.
I don't know what just happened to my phone.
You just freak out a little bit.
Yeah, like it stopped. It refused to play through the headphones, and it just like locked up.
Weird. Was it one of the?
It's my old shitty phone.
Yeah. Oh well.
I said to restart it. So old.
It's all good. I was able to get myself a little drinky.
That sucks.
That was a tough couple rolls there, Joe.
I rolled like 4 ones in a row.
Welcome to how I felt with fucking Jags the other night.
1, 2,
Climb back.
3.
Man, I was really hoping you were gonna go over that waterfall.
Would I have died?
It's a 30-foot waterfall. You probably wouldn't have died. It would have just been really funny. If you had rolled a natural 1 to save going over the waterfall, you might have hit your head on some rocks like Tave did.
Damn, that was 3 ones in a row. What?
Just out of curiosity, what would have my roll been to save die, not die?
To not die going over the...
The strength?
Yeah, it would have been strength check. Well, no, it was strength check to hold onto the rope, and then it would just be like a dexterity save to try and not hit the rocks on the bottom.
Alright, so I wouldn't have held the rope. And then I would have... I don't know, I would have taken...
You would
have died.
You probably would have taken some damage going over that waterfall.
Sweet. Alright, well I'm glad that didn't happen.
Yeah. Okay, so now you're in this cave. This little kind of hollowed out outcropping of the rock. Go ahead and give me an investigation check with advantage for everyone who's looking for silver.
Finding silver. Not a very good silver finder.
I'm gonna provide
Ohkee,
God.
you're just kind of...
a lantern. I'm gonna light my
Ohkee, you're-
lantern up in the cave
Okay.
to see if anything glistens in the light.
Nice, nice.
Oh, there you go.
I see some 20s rolling in. Okay. Satora, go ahead and give me the rolls.
I'm just not gonna roll anymore.
Ohkee, you're a little
I'm not looking
shook.
for any.
Yo, you're
I'm
just holding
trying
the
to make
lantern.
it. I'm trying to make the lantern give off light to make anything shimmer.
Okay. Yeah, so you hold the lantern up, and Ohkee's kind of catching his breath on the bank and not really looking. And Tave and Dimitri, you're able to find a nice silver ore vein that kind of comes its way from the roof down to the ground in the cave itself. So,
Take out my pickaxe.
go ahead and give me a strength check with advantage. Dimitri does.
You can use my pickaxe if I can find you.
Oh, nice. Okay, so go ahead with a 20. Make some sparks with the pickaxe with a 24. Go ahead and give me 2d8 plus 4. You get 19 pounds of silver. Oh no, sorry, 15. 15. Yeah, 15. You mine 15 pounds. 24 is really good. No, he empties the whole vein, but gets 15 pounds of silver from that. But the vein is empty,
That's
but you're...
more than half of what we need.
You guys needed, I think, 20... It was 5 gold per pound. And you guys essentially have 130 silver, 130 gold on layaway.
We needed something like 25 pounds, dude.
Well, let me do some math real quick. Feel free to correct me on my math attack. If it's 130 gold divided by 5 pounds, you need 26 pounds of silver.
Okay.
So you got 15. So you got essentially more than half.
Do I see anything else in this cave?
Nope. That's pretty much it. Just that single ore vein.
No, no moss or anything.
Not bad. One thing.
If you want to give me a nature check to look around at the different... Nice.
25 actually.
Yeah, you're able to find some blood moss.
Sick. Harvest on that.
It's kind of hanging off, kind of dangling, and water's seeping from the cliff face down through it, and it's got this bright red tint to it that makes it look like blood that's dripping. And you harvest some of that, put it in your pouch.
Maybe if we
Kind
find
of pry
any
underneath
silver-
it. Try to get as much of it off.
Okay, yeah, you get like a pound of it or so.
Maybe if we find enough silver, we can convince Brian to coach the rest of the party to have to help him out a
Possibly.
little.
Possibly. I'd like everyone to give me a perception check, please.
Silver tipped arrow.
Okay. So, Tave, Satora, and Dimitri, you guys all, your heads snap up as you hear something moving through the brush on the other side of the river. And it just like, you don't see anything. You hear the movement, and it sounds, whatever it is, it's loud enough that you can hear it over top of the river. And you see a little bit of the branches move. It just, that's it. It's gone. Nope.
I am going to cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay. Are you guys all gonna try and hide?
Well, I mean, it
It
within
gives you plus
30 feet of
10 to
me,
your stealth.
Yeah, plus 10 to stealth, yeah.
Yeah. So, are you guys
And we
attempting
leave
to
no
hide?
tracks. Yep. No, it was big.
This was something big enough that you were able to make out the movement and hear it on the other side of a 50-foot raging river by a waterfall. Okay, stealth checks all around.
Yep. So that's 18.
So it's
Okay.
plus 10
Plus
to our stealth,
10,
right?
plus 10 to whatever you roll.
Yeah, the stealth.
Alright, I'm fucking invisible.
You rolled a fucking 40.
I've mastered the
No,
art
I
of
had a
standing
19 plus
very
11.
still.
A 19
He's
plus
still
8?
got a 15.
11.
Yeah, plus 10 for pass without a trace.
Yeah, but I had a plus 11 modifier.
Yeah, so you add
So-
plus 10 to your plus 11 modifier.
No. I added 1 to my stealth.
He
Plus
added
10.
That's the part that I was
There
missing.
you go.
I've mastered the art of standing very
Yeah. You guys all. Okay, so who was a straight roll and who added theirs to their roll?
I haven't added mine.
So there's 18, 30, 15, 20.
And 28. Okay. Generally pretty good. You guys all kind of hunker down and kind of
Generally,
yeah, average.
28 to 30.
Yeah, you're average for the party. Yeah, you're invisible, but your party is not. So, but average, you guys averaged successful rolls. So, average.
I like whatever that was. Do that more, whoever did that. Give me plus 10 on my rolls.
Yeah.
Only the stealth.
You guys slink back up into the undergrowth, back up away from the river.
Carefully.
Stealthily. You guys don't make it up too far up the bank because that'll require a strength check. But I assume you guys can kind of get 10 to 15 feet up into the brush away from the river.
How far was the bank from the top of the hill?
It was probably about 150 feet to the top of the ridge.
Okay. Well, do we need more? Lead the way. We can
Yeah,
preferably go back up,
You're the
away
nature.
from that nasty sound.
Yeah, you heard the sound kind of over here.
Yeah, let's go back up. Let's go back up. Let's go up. You are concussive. Let's go up.
Satora, you know your way around the forest. We need to find more ore.
Brian did say that it did occur near the river.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
to follow the shore.
in my knowledge, creatures tend to be near rivers. Don't say I didn't warn you.
How long does Pass Without a Trace last?
An hour.
Oh, so we're good.
Yeah, we could stealth along the shore.
Do you
Yeah,
really
sure.
want to do that? I kind of like hold her by the back of her like neck collar.
Okay, yeah, you approach the edge, and you kind of have to loop your way up around the left-hand side to kind of get around that big wall that you guys just mined out. You make your way around, and you look kind of down into the kind of valley below you. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, cool. So you look down, and there's this kind of large pool that takes up a majority of this valley that you see below you. You see another cliff face hugging the right-hand side of the bowl of this lagoon area, and then a sandy beach that extends back up into the jungle, kind of past that. And you can see, just because you got over a 20, you can see on the very far side where the sandy beach kind of meets into the jungle, where this kind of rocky bluff face comes around, there is a number of tents that are set up. From this distance, 400 feet away? Yeah, 30 feet down, and then 300 to 400 feet out away. You don't see any movement at the tents, though. Nope. No one responds. The waterfall is very loud.
Yeah, I can't hear you. What can? We came out here for ore. Did you see anything other than the camp? Are you sure? We should be careful then, that beast is probably dead. Beast. That sounds like a really bad idea.
I'd like everyone to give me another perception check.
Oh boy.
Oh my fucking god!
Another one! That's tough, buddy. Change your dice color. Those dice are not agreeing with you.
I haven't touched my real dice in forever. Maybe that's the problem.
I got a 20.
Okay, so a 10, a 4, a 17, and a 20?
No, well, I had an advantage.
Oh, right. 21, 22, okay. So Tave and Satora, you guys hear another sound and brush rustling kind of in this direction here.
Run.
You're not sure if it's the same size or if it's another creature? Here.
That's close.
Yep.
I told you. Beasts
I'm getting my fucking
dominate
hammer out.
the jungle.
I'm getting my hammer out.
Actually, I need everyone to give me a wisdom save, please.
Alright, I'm just gonna die tonight.
Wisdom. Save.
No. Stealthing has nothing to do with this roll.
So,
Oh!
so basically,
I'm not very
Oh!
Not feeling very smart tonight.
Okay. Ohkee, Tabe, and Dimitri. Yep. You guys look around and you hear this, and you look out of the corner of your eye, and you see this shadowy figure to your left, and you turn your head to look at it, and poof, it's gone. Look to your right, another one there. Look, you glance around frantically, another one there, another one, and then whoosh, as soon as you go to fixate on one of them, it just seems to elude your vision, and you hear this sound, this creeping sound, this low guttural like coming from the jungle around you. You looking around. There. It's gone. Where is it? Where is it? You guys are considered frightened, and you see these dark spectral shadows.
Ooh. Oh man, shit. Next level, if I rage, can't be frightened. One level away.
What are you guys doing?
I'm scared.
Alright,
I don't know.
well, I was not affected. And
Nope.
I heard where the creature was coming from, or is currently. So I would like to...
What is the status effect? Sorry.
The status effect is you are frightened. And then on top of that, you kind of are seeing these weird, shadowy figures in your peripherals and stuff. But the status effect is frightened.
I would like to get into the closest tree, climb up into the branches.
Okay. Give me an athletics check.
What does frightened do?
You cannot willingly move closer to the object. You have disadvantage on attack rolls against it.
Sounds great.
I'm going in my shell.
I just get ready to frantically swing at anything that gets close to me. Aggressively close to me.
Okay. So what was your 13? The tree itself is a little slick, and you only kind of get about halfway up. You're still climbing it at the moment. And you hear this low, like, sound coming from right about over here. Hold on. Right there. Hold on, I've gotta upload a picture real quick.
So what happens if I have like disadvantage and is it just normal?
I've got it here. Okay. So a frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. The creature cannot willingly move closer to the source of its fear.
Okay.
Oh, but you can make the wisdom save again at the end of your turn if you would like. At this point, though, I'd like everyone to roll initiative.
I'm sure now I'll roll high.
But if I rage, then I have advantage on
On strength checks, I believe.
Oh, I have an extra +2 to mine, so I have an 8.
strength.
Because I'm in my
save.
bonus terrain.
Yeah. Strength
Okay, so-
checks and saves. So what happens
Okay.
if I have advantage and disadvantage?
It cancels out. It's just a straight roll.
Okay.
But that wouldn't be affected because strength checks would be like lifting a boulder or something like that. It wouldn't be. I guess it would be it would just be a
If I
straight
like
roll.
attack.
If you attacked it, it would still be disadvantaged because you don't have advantage on your attack rolls, just on your ability checks. So 7 for Dimitri. And then Satora is a 15.
No, 8.
An 8. Okay.
Yeah, initiative.
And then Tave is 11 and a 19 for Ohkee. Okay, Ohkee. So you're seeing all of these shadow manipulations around you in your peripheral vision, and you hear these sounds kind of coming from all different points in the jungle. What are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna kind of stand my ground and shout, "Get out of my head!" and try to resist whatever is afflicting me.
Okay, go ahead and give me a wisdom save. It seems like the more you shout, the more they kind of press in around you. They almost seem to be taunting you as they're fucking with your brain. Dimitri.
Dimitri.
I would also
Oh no, sorry. Oops, no.
Tave.
Tave, sorry. Okay. And then would you like to try to resist? Wisdom save, please. Not enough. The fear creeps in deeper as you hear these whispers. Kind of coming in through the brushes around you. Okay. Satora, you're halfway up this tree.
Alright, continue trying to get up the tree.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
Is that considered my movement?
Yes.
Okay.
So you pull yourself all the way up the tree. Are you going to attempt to try and look to see?
Yes.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Sick. And I have advantage on that because I'm in my chosen terrain. So it's a 12 altogether.
Okay. You're looking down. There's a lot of foliage that covers the ground between where you are and the floor. You're not able to see it.
I am going to cast Firebolt at the foliage on the floor.
Okay, where?
In the general area that I heard the noise coming from over here.
I believe Firebolt is a single target, so you have to
it's a target?
pick a square.
Oh, okay. I pick this one right here.
Right there?
Yep.
Okay, you fire Firebolt. Go ahead and give me a spell attack roll.
That's just a d20 plus mod,
What's your spell attack modifier?
so 19.
Yep. And just it sails through, punching through holes of leaves, spraying mud across the floor of the jungle. Alright.
I aimed it at the foliage on the ground.
Dimitri. Yeah, you guys hear this this bright light and this and like it seems everything is coming down upon you all at the same time.
It's me. Can I yell back to them? Do they know?
You can
There's
yell
me
down to them.
yelling at them?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
What am I seeing right now?
you're
So
looking
I saw
around
this big
and
explosion. Do I still see like the figures around me?
yeah, you're looking around and you see these large looming shapes that kind of peek out from behind trees. They're kind of looking at you, and every time you glance to focus on where they are, they seem to be gone. And you hear these like whisperings and you hear these noises coming from all around you, and you're terrified.
Okay. First, I'm going to move closer
Okay.
to everyone. It looks like there's a tree kind of right next to me.
Yep.
I'm going to try and knock that tree down with my hammer.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
A strength roll or an attack roll?
You're attacking the tree, right?
Yes. The strength, right?
It's going to be your strength modifier plus your proficiency. It should already calculate that on the
Hammer.
Yeah.
If you look at your hammer, it's the plus modifier.
Yep.
He just and you see it's as it just topples a tree in the jungle. I'll say because you did that. Wow. Standing in the open kind of sunlight that's illuminated it is this exceptionally large tiger.
Oh.
And it looks at you, and it looks at you and the trees, and you see like this shadowy figures that you saw that were dark and looming. That's what this tiger looks like, and it has these two large, giant, bladed teeth that are kind of coming out the front of its face. And it's got this blood red and black fur. It looks at you and lunges right for you.
All right.
All right, it's going to perform 2 claw attacks on you. Okay, so a 16 and a
19. No.
22.
I believe make it is break it, right?
Makes it, breaks it. That's correct.
So that one hit. 20
So it comes out, and this paw, that's probably about the size of your chest, strikes and whacks right at you. Okay. $13 points of slashing damage to you. Oh no, sorry. The first time this monster attacks during combat, if it has surprise, the attack does double damage if it hits. So that's going to be, I said 12,
13.
right? 13? So double that, 26.
That's a surprise to him, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
He chopped on the tree, and then there's a tiger.
Oh, I mean, I guess. Okay.
Okay. And then it's going to move away from you. You can go ahead and make an attack against it if you would like.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna hit that bitch.
It's a straight. I guess you're not raging yet, so you don't have advantage. So disadvantage on the attack roll because you are scared of it. The
So
big
just
scare. Two D20s and the lowest of the two.
Just regular D20.
Yep.
Well, that's pretty low.
So
Yeah,
an
just
8.
an 8.
What's your modifier for attacking?
Is that with the hammer one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's plus 8.
So 16. That actually does hit. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Hit the cat. It's not wearing armor. It's pretty big. Pretty easy to hit.
Fuck
Oh!
you, fucking cat.
Damn! So even though you're terrified, you're like oh, oof, and you hit it across the side of the head and damn. Okay, nice. 15 points of damage. It's like and it moves away.
Crack one of its teeth.
And then it goes. You lose it into the jungle.
Oh man.
All right, Ohkee, it's your turn.
What the fuck was that thing? I tried to resist
Fear.
frightening. Yeah. It's a wisdom save, right?
Yep. You shake it off. You're like, oh, it's just a big cat, you know. It's not that scary. Fuck. you resist it.
I enter a rage and I just keep my back to everyone else looking outwards.
Okay. Tave, it's your turn. You're still frightened, I believe. Yeah, you did turn around when you see Dimitri felling a tree. And then this giant, nice, Zach. And you see, yeah, you see where the open spot where the tree was, and he's got this large claw marks that got across his chest. Hmm. Okay, so you can't. Which direction are you trying to move? You're not sure. Yeah. He has advantage.
I mean, is he gonna keep attacking us? I'm still like frightened. Do I still see his?
Yeah, you still see these shadowy figures everywhere. Tave, you do also still see these shadowy figures. And if you try to actually move in this direction over here, you can actually feel yourself locking up in fear as you can't physically move in that direction any closer to any of these shadows.
No, it's a waterfall. There's nothing else here. No, there's nothing else here. It's just a waterfall.
She did see the there was a large stone outcropping down below. If you can make your way down to the other pool. But
Fuck that. We're not going down. Fuck that. Listen, our team doesn't do well with cliffs.
That's
We're
true.
not doing
You guys
cliffs.
really do.
No,
You guys fall a lot.
No cliffs. No cliffs. Satora made that promise day one. Literally day one. You go down, I'll stay here and kill the monster.
Tave, what are you doing for your turn?
Just rambling.
You have 6 seconds to make your turn. 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay, you move your way to the waterfall. Okay. All right. Satora.
All right. So, can I see?
Wow,
this
that
monster?
sounds crazy.
Can I see where it went?
What are you looking? You looking for the tiger?
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
I also have advantage, but I don't think I'll get a 20. No. Well, I got the wrong kind of 20.
Nope. Okay, so you still roll. You rolled with advantage a 23, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on a second. I think I'm learning this app, and then I try and find something when I need to, and I can't find shit.
I know that feeling, man.
Yeah. You see the tiger.
Okay.
It's crouching low, coming around, stalking in
Oh wait, I see it.
this direction.
Is it right?
I'm gonna fire 2.
Yeah.
arrows.
Well, because Satora rolled a 23 on perception.
Oh. So I don't
Yeah.
see it.
So I'm gonna
You
try to
technically
shoot
don't
with
see
2
it,
arrows.
but Satora sees it. She's like, there! Okay, go ahead and make your attacks.
Alright.
It's over there!
Alright, so I use one of my normal arrows, and I use the last of my fire arrows.
Okay, they both hit.
God fucking bless. Would assume the fire arrow ignites. And I'll roll damage. And then you want me to do fire damage?
1d6 fire damage.
Plus 3 more. And I want to use my bonus action to apply Hunter's Mark to it, because I forgot to do it.
Okay, So you apply Hunter's Mark to it, so you can. That means you can see it always, right?
Yes, I know where it is now.
Okay. And how much total damage? 16, 19? Looks like.
19. And it's possibly on fire if it's fur. Or
You deal the.
singed,
You
at
deal the.
least.
Stick. You deal the. It's singed. It takes the fire damage.
You're
Okay.
gonna ruin the pelt.
Satora looks down to Dimitri and says, "Now you can smell it. It smells like burnt hair."
Dimitri, it's your turn.
Alright, what do I need to roll to like sense where this thing is?
You can smell it.
It's a perception check.
Perception,
Okay.
smell, perception.
Perception
roll
would be smell
perception.
too. Sniff check is a perception check.
Or like
There's a lot of
sniff-
jungle, between
Lot
you
of
and
jungle.
wherever she's pointing at. A lot of green.
Well, I'm just gonna try and knock down some more shit to clear up some more of this foliage.
Okay, you swing at the next tree. You're like, I can't see anything.
Wait, you can rage now though, right? Or how does rage work? Is it
Bonus
auto?
action rage.
Doesn't it only last for like a minute though?
It only lasts for a minute in combat. No, it lasts till combat's over. If you don't
Oh,
take damage or deal damage in a minute, it ends. But you're attacking a tree, so that's technically dealing damage.
Ooh shit.
So you are raging, aren't you?
I have not raged yet.
Yeah. If you don't take or deal
I
damage
will.
within a minute, you will lose the rage.
You have 3 per day, right?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I think so.
3.
Okay. Just to know.
Maybe I will save it for now.
Okay.
I will simply try to knock down.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll. I'm just changing the music.
That was not a great roll.
Well, the a tree doesn't have a lot of armor, so go ahead and roll damage. You hit the tree. You kind of, and the hammer head embeds itself all the way to the shaft into the tree, and it kind of gets like a little bit and wedges it out, but you don't topple the tree. This is a big tree. Yeah, the only way you did it last time is because you crit on the fucking tree.
Yeah.
Dude, I hate nature.
Okay, next up is the tiger's turn. The tiger.
Dude, I hate it. Well, I'm a turtle.
Satora. How high up in that tree would you say you are? 20 feet? Seemed
So
like about
if
20
it took
feet.
me 2 turns to get up,
Yeah, but the first one you rolled pretty poorly on your athletics check. Yeah, half your movement speed.
so 15 feet.
So 30 feet up?
I would say about 30 feet probably. If it's a jungle, yeah, they're pretty tall trees.
Oh, these trees are hundreds of feet tall.
Yeah, so they're old trees, then I definitely took a while to get up there. So I would say maybe 70 feet.
No, it's half your. It's been 2 turns. It's half your
Yeah.
half your movement speed is climbing. So you're
45 feet probably.
so you're 30 feet up.
I don't know.
It's been two turns, right?
Yeah, the first turn I rolled like a 13 or something like that.
Yeah, so you got about 10, 15 feet up the first turn. Second turn,
Yeah.
another 10 or 15 feet. So you're 25, 30 feet up in this tree.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's high enough that he probably won't jump to you. But Tave is
tall
by
trees.
herself, so.
Yeah,
you're running away.
you-
You're running away from a tiger.
Don't know forest.
Tave, you're still you're. If he rolls a 1, he'll go over the cliff. I'll say that. Okay.
Cats land on their feet.
1. Roll a 1.
So okay, so Tave, you feel this presence coming up behind you as these shadows begin to manipulate around you, No, he just run. It's a tiger. He runs
Run.
fast. He just ran up to you. He's a big tiger. It's a tiger the size of a horse. It's a tiger the size of a fucking horse. It's a big tiger. And you see it open its jaws up, and the two big scythe-like tusks. You turn around, and you're like, oh shit! And it's gonna try to bite you. If it rolls a 1, it goes over the cliff.
Roll a 1.
That's a 19 to hit. "26 points of piercing damage as both of the blades just all the way through your
You
chest."
don't have a superiority maneuver or something? If you don't, you're the worst fighter ever. I swear to God.
I don't think you can use them as reactions.
Dodge. You do, yeah. They're
Dodging is rogues.
It's like something. It's something.
I think it's
No, it's a
riposte.
fighter.
Riposte? Oh. Ouch.
The
So
worst.
it runs up and just you feel its giant jaws. I mean, the jaws fit on both sides of your, like, they fit around your torso. It's like being attacked by, like, Jaws, you know, like the shark. It completely covers your torso. It just clamps down on you, and you guys, everyone else turns and looks over as, like, this this tiger just clamps down and picks up Tave a little bit and thrasts her as her teeth are being sunk into her chest. Ohkee, it's your turn.
You don't have parry? Why do you riposte and not parry? Get rid of riposte and get parry. Why the fuck you have riposte? That's so dumb. When is a creature gonna miss you? No.
Ohkee.
So I run up. And spend a key point and I attack it 3 times.
All right. And you are not frightened, correct? You made your save?
Yes,
Yeah.
he made it.
Okay.
20 something. Dude, punch it so
Hit.
hard that you throw it into the water.
Hit. 3 hits.
Ooh, that's clean.
Oh.
Oh yeah, there's 1. Oh, fuck, I'm done.
So 16 points of damage. I mean, not bad for a round. Not great, but not bad. So Ohkee runs up behind it and sees Tave screaming in its jaws and just begins punching it with his silvered knuckles. And you feel a little bit of it kind of go into its fur. It has thick hide. It's thick black and red fur. But you find one of your blows kind of connects through it, and you feel a little bit of a crunch with your fist. That's your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Tave. That's more narrative flair. It doesn't actually have you grappled. It just, like, did 26 points of damage to you, so it fucked you up a little bit. It kind of stabbed you with its teeth and then tossed you, and then you kind of stood up and you're bleeding from your chest. Gracefully, and then you're like, ah, oh, fuck. Yep. Alright, so a little fucked up. Alright, go for it. That hits.
Nice.
Do you have two attacks, don't you? You're level 5. Okay. Okay. That no, a 12 hits. Yep.
You must have sneaked in before or something.
Another 13 points of damage. Nice. Okay. Nice. And that's your turn. Satora, looking 30 feet down, you see it kind of toss Tave and Ohkee and her run up and begin engaging with the tiger.
I would like to shoot 2 more arrows at it,
Okay.
but I would like to aim particularly for like the hind leg.
Okay.
In an
Saving the pelt, I see.
kind of disable. Actually, I was thinking more movement oriented, but saving works.
Are you trying to shoot to disable specifically?
Well, if those hits, I would say yes.
Okay, well, if you're aiming for something very specifically, like it's like tendon in its leg to disable its leg, it would be with disadvantage.
Disadvantage? Okay.
Yes.
Never mind then.
Are you
I didn't know that
just shooting to hit?
Yep, just shooting to hit them.
Okay.
Did I hit?
No, that's a miss.
Okay, both of them?
An 11 and a 9, yes, both miss.
Okay.
So it kind of moves underneath a leaf, and you kind of try and gauge where you think it's going to be exiting. You fire 2 arrows, but it had kind of taken a different path, and they pass through the leaves and hit the jungle floor.
Alright.
Are you still climbing up for your movement speed?
I thought I was already up in the tree already.
You're 35 feet up. The tree's 200 feet tall. You can keep going if you want.
No, I feel like if I go any higher, I'll probably be harder to shoot, wouldn't it? I mean, I guess not. I can go. Nah, I'm fine.
Whatever you like to do.
Yeah, I'll stay. I'm about 30 feet up right now.
Yeah, I have you at 30 feet.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine like that.
Okay. Dimitri.
I would like to move up to here.
You are not still afraid of it, right?
I am still afraid of it.
Okay,
So I
you
can't
cannot
move
you
closer.
cannot willingly move closer to it.
Okay.
You're like holy this thing is bigger. I'm big,
Better
and this thing is
resist
bigger
that.
than me. Yeah, you
What
resist at the
is
end of your
considered
turn.
Close to
Oh,
it?
okay.
Okay.
Anywhere kind of in this area, like here. That's closer.
Okay. Alright. Then
Like,
I will
you're-
not move.
You're currently 10. You're 10 feet away. So anything you could
Yeah.
stay 10 feet away from the tiger, and circle
only thing I
around
could
it.
hit it with is javelin. So maybe I'll move here.
Okay.
Have maybe a clean shot on what I think where it is.
And you can see it. It's
Oh, I can
engaging
see
with
it.
your friends. Yeah.
Okay, then if it's engaged, I will definitely throw a javelin at it.
Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Okay. With the javelin,
That hits.
alright.
-8. All right. I believe you have 2 attacks. If you want to throw another javelin at it, you can.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Actually, sorry. Make sure you roll this with disadvantage, because you're not raging yet, are you? I don't think you are raging.
I'm not raging.
Okay, so yeah, disadvantage. The first one's fine, but make sure you roll the second one with disadvantage, please.
Okay.
Okay, it still hits.
Way too many dice. Okay. Second one hit.
Minus another 7. All right, it's starting to show a little bit of wear and tear from the battle. The blood is beginning to seep out. It looks like it's beginning to get a little tired, and it's taking some damage.
Can I also attempt to not
Yes.
be afraid of it? Or
You can attempt to resist it at the end of your turn. Go ahead and give me a Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving.
You resist.
Nice.
You're like,
I'm not afraid of shit.
this fucking cat. This is a big cat. I'm gonna fucking kill this cat. It's the cat's turn. It's going to turn to Ohkee, who is engaged with it as well, who just punched it, and it is going to attempt to lash out and bite at it as well. I don't think a 13 hits, does it?
Oh.
Okay, it goes out to bite, and
It's getting sluggish.
it's getting a little slow. It's going to attempt to move. So I think Tave and Ohkee both can get attack of opportunity against it.
Ooh,
Go ahead and
fuck
roll.
it up, boys.
Both hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Nope, just one for your reaction. So Ohkee 5 damage total. And then Tave is another 8. Okay. So you guys smash it as it runs away. It is going to attempt to enter stealth.
Ooh.
Okay. Ohkee, it's your turn. You guys smash it a little bit, and it's like, and just scampers off into the jungle, and you lose track of it in the trees.
Hold on. Oh. I guess I'll delay action until it reappears and then run up to it and attack it.
Okay.
Like, that doesn't make sense though, because the end of the order. Fuck, I don't know. I guess I'll roll perception and try to find it.
Okay. Go ahead. You peer through the brush, attempting to pick it out from between the leaves. Unfortunately, you're not able to make it out. It's just kind of blended in with the background, and the rest of those sounds of the water and the insects and everything else just drones it out. You can't hear it.
It's my turn.
Okay. Tave. Okay. Same thing. The jungle is deep and dense, and you lose it in the brush as it scampers away. You're able to hit it as it runs, but you can't seem to follow its movement as it passes through the trees. You have your movement and a bonus action. Are you still afraid of it? Are you still afraid of it? Okay. You move over to Dimitri.
Feeling very confident. I've got my hammer drawn. It's all
Yep.
silver bladed.
Ready to fucking go. Okay.
Covered in some cat hair
Satora.
and blood.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll perception to see it, but I have hunter's mark, so I have advantage. But I also am a ranger, so I have advantage.
You just have advantage. You don't get advantage on your advantage.
I have 3 advantage.
It doesn't. Advantage doesn't stack like that. You roll a 21?
Yes.
Ooh.
Don't you have Hunter's Mark?
I do. That was my advantage.
No.
Yeah, I thought it was, I just know where it is, but no, I have to. It's advantage on any check to find it.
You rolled high enough to see it. You see it. It's kind of gone back into the same bush thicket that you see in the distance.
Do I see that it's like circling around to attack again, or is it trying to run away?
You see it as it just dives into the bush because it had ran from back over here.
Yeah.
So it just ran over, and then it was your turn. So you haven't seen what it's doing yet. It just that's where it is. You're not sure if it's gonna turn around and go back, or if it's gonna continue on. You're not sure.
All right. I'm gonna use.
Tell us.
Oh wait a minute. I need to see if this works. Hold on.
Yeah. Do you tell your party?
Oh yeah, I relayed down that I see the cat. It is 20 feet away from me. Yeah. Damn it. Would you say that applying light to an arrow is a bonus action or an action?
Are you casting light on an arrow?
I'm asking you a DM question.
Yeah. So what? How are you applying light to the arrow?
Because you just touch it. You touch one object that is no larger than 10 feet.
Is it the cantrip light dancing or like light?
Yeah, it's light. It's the cantrip
So you're,
light.
so you're casting the spell light.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
casting a spell
cantrip,
is an action. Yes.
Okay. So I'm just gonna take 2 shots then.
Okay. There is a feat that you can take that allows you to cast spells that are 2nd level or lower as a bonus action, but you have to make sure you take that feat,
Yeah.
which I think you have to have a certain level of intelligence as a prereq for it.
Oh, I rolled. Wait, those aren't
Those
attack
are
rolls.
d8s. Yeah. Roll.
Yeah. I'm rolling 2 d20s.
One of them hits.
Okay. So Hunter's Mark plus 10.
Okay, so
14.
14 damage. Nice. You shoot it kind of right in the ass. All right, is that your turn?
Yeah. Would
Okay.
climbing higher give me a better vantage point? I would assume not.
Not necessarily in a jungle.
It's like foliage,
There's
yeah.
a lot of underbrush and foliage, and it doesn't really. I mean, it hasn't hindered you,
Yeah,
but
no,
it's
so I'll
not
just stay there.
helpful. Yep. All right. Dimitri, it's your turn. It's your turn, Zach.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, Dimitri, you've got to take your turn.
Okay. I can still see it, right? I'm not afraid of it?
Yeah, I relayed that information.
Yeah, you know the general location of it. Yes.
The only one who can't see it is Tavi, I think.
I will move up here then.
Okay, you move up to the cat.
And I will attempt to attack where I believe it is.
Okay. Yeah, you run up to it. and
Well,
you're
you
like,
run
oh,
up to him, yeah.
There it is. It's a horse-sized cat, so yeah, that hits. I think your mic's off, Zach.
Is it off? Hello?
Yeah, there we go. Now I can hear you.
I added too many macros. Whatever. Look it up really quick. With hammer. Oops. That's +5. 1d8/5 as I typed it.
So 10 damage.
Yes.
Okay, nice. And your second attack?
Oh yes.
All right, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage. So you just whap, whap, and you see blood spray up as you bludgeon. -6. Nice. Yeah, it's starting to look really hurt. It's kind of cowling back, and the confidence that it had at the beginning of this fight has quickly turned to fear, and it is looking at all of you, and it hasn't been able to bring a single one of you down, and it looks scared and frightened. It's its turn. It is going to full dash away. Dimitri, you
I'm
can
gonna
attack
it.
of
I'm
opportunity.
attacking that bitch.
Go for it. Go for it.
You're not getting away from me.
That hits.
Oh no.
It still hits.
Just barely hits.
Just barely.
Oh wait, I'm rolling 2 hands, right? I'm swinging this hand with 2.
Like that game you play at the amusement parks where you smack the little thing and it hits the barbell.
Whack-a-mole. Oh yeah.
Strength test.
Ah!
Yeah.
Dude, try to smash the back of its spine.
As you go to reach up and smack it, it takes off, and you're able to kind of hit it on the back hindquarters, but it, only got 6 points of damage, and it just bolts.
Damn.
It bolts 80 feet, and we'll roll
Yeah, I
to
can
enter
dash
stealth.
80 feet.
Okay. Yeah, it's just running. It just.
I can dash 80 feet.
You use your act. Oh, well, it's not your turn, so you
Yeah,
can't.
it's not your turn.
Not your turn, so you can do that next turn. So, Ohkee.
Ohkee, charge that thing. You got 150 feet dash. Kill that motherfucker.
I can't hit it, but I can definitely get opportunity on it. Is it
Isn't it
hidden?
a charge attack though?
Well, it's gone about 100 feet away from you through jungle, so you're gonna have to look for it.
So, can I look for it and run after it, or is that an action, 2 actions?
To really look for it would be an action. So if you want to step of the wind using a key point, you can do that.
Fuck, step of the wind.
It's a monk ability that allows you to dash as a bonus action. Or as
Yeah,
a
but I only
key.
get
As a
80 feet on that then. Can't get up
So-
to it.
movement plus bonus action.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll try to find it, see if I can see it.
Okay, so you're moving how far?
80 feet. There's a key point.
Okay, can you show me where you're going? Okay, you run 80 feet. And then you spend your action to look for it?
Sure. Perception. 17.
Okay. Hold on. You see it. Running away. So you're able to call out, "There!" Tabe. You just see Ohkee just take off northwest. Okay, what's your full dash? 60 feet. Okay.
Fuck this tiger, I want to kill this bitch.
60 feet. Okay, nice. Okay. So you run after it, and you see Ohkee just tearing through the jungle ahead of you as well. All right, Satora, you see your party just off into the jungle.
Okay, I want to face step down out of my tree,
Nice.
30 feet,
Yep.
and then I'm going to use my 30 feet movement to go here.
All right. So, and then
And then
through the forest.
Ohkee yelled, so I would assume I have ability to see it.
Your action would you can use your action to try to perceive the tiger.
I'm just gonna spend my full dash then.
Okay. And Dimitri.
I will move 40.
Okay.
And I will attempt to throw my javelin.
Okay.
Let me see how many I have left just to make sure.
Just give me a quick perception check real quick to see if
So I've done perception? Sure.
yeah, just to see if you can see where Ohkee's pointing at.
Ooh.
Okay, he's in partial cover, so he'll have +2 to his AC. But you can see him. He's kind of going behind some trees, but you could get it. You have partial cover. That still hits. So
Oh shit.
that would hit that would hit a fucking red dragon. So that's cool. Not when you guys are trying to navigate some cliff sides.
Kill it. Fucking kill
Another
it.
10. It spears it and sticks it right through the inside of the forearm and passes through the entire arm, and it kind of tumbles and pulls itself back up to its feet. It is its turn now. It is going to continue to dash away.
Oh my god, this thing has over 100 health. I've counted up
Yep.
the damage we've done so far.
It dashes 60
Well over
feet.
100.
Not full movement, but it dashes 60 feet. We will say. Oh, he's very wounded. He's very wounded. Less than half.
I want this fucking gold.
He's gonna. Yeah, he does. He's not making full movement speed. He's not going 80 feet. He's going 60 feet. So he runs 60 feet.
I want this fucking gold.
And he's going to attempt to roll into stealth again. And he attempts to hide as well. Ohkee. You see it change direction and tear off to another part of the jungle, and then into some brush.
I'm gonna roll to perceive it. Oh yeah.
God. There's your roll, Joe. It's there.
By the way. So that was my action, right? To
Yep.
perceive.
To
So-
spend some time to be like, where the fuck did this thing
I
go?
run 40 feet at it with my horns down, and I roar with my horns. or
All right.
attempt
You charge directly into it, pirate ship style. That hits. Spicy caliente, sí.
to. I'm then going to spend 2 key points for Leaping Flame.
Okay.
So it's horns. You've got to be fucking kidding.
2 ones. Oh my, Joe. Oh no.
Joe needs to exit out of the game and rejoin.
The tiger is approaching death's door. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Tave. You see these 2 gouts of flame erupting from the jungle. Okay. That's a miss. That's a miss. So Ohkee, you're like, whoa, whoa. There's 2 bolts, and into a tree right above your head. Okay. Satora.
This thing has so much health.
I'm gonna run here. Right after Ohkee.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna fire 2 arrows at it.
All right, go for it.
Just 1 hit.
1 hits.
12 altogether.
Okay. It's still alive, but by barely. The arrow pierces through the bottom of its neck and just kind of, and blood pours out of the bottom of its throat and slicks the ground near Ohkee's feet. Dimitri.
And
Oh, is that your turn? Sorry.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Dimitri.
Alright. From where I am, I can do 40.
Hit with a 17.
17.
And I'm gonna hit this
Above
thing
it.
with my hammer.
Okay, go for it.
Okay.
That hits. Roll damage. You want to know how much health it has left?
No, let me figure it out. Let me figure it out by smashing it to death.
Dimitri, how would you like to do this?
Just enough.
I want furious. I'm just running up with my hammer, 2 hands, and I just swing it down as hard as I can.
Crack the legs.
Ohkee, right in front of you, Dimitri just appears from the bushes and swings his hammer down and just obliterates the skull of the tiger. Just and gore and blood and brains splatter across palm fronds and leaves begin to just drip down onto the forest floor. The tiger just immediately slumps to the ground, dead.
Satora's gonna run over and use the empty vial of water that she had, that she gave to
Okay.
Bungie, and I'm gonna try to collect the tiger's blood.
Okay, give me a nature check.
Nature or survival?
Survival.
Okay.
To Dimitri, to answer your question, the answer was 180.
180 health.
Yep,
Oh, I did not count some
We
of those.
did it, beach.
180
Okay,
health
so I
was
got
the
a
total
16.
amount.
Wow.
16. Yeah,
I did not
you're
count
able to grab a vial of tiger blood. This is a blood-tooth tiger blood.
Sick.
It's a bit of a tongue twister.
Blood tooth tiger blood.
Blood-tooth tiger blood. Blood-tooth tiger blood. Okay.
And then I am also going to instruct Ohkee and Dimitri that we need to
I'm just gonna
harvest
hoist
the pelt
the
as
carcass
nicely
up.
as possible and to follow my lead.
Okay, so you're gonna attempt to field skin
No.
the tiger.
Yeah, as
Okay.
well as possible.
All right. Yeah. With everyone helping, go ahead and roll Satora with a survival check with advantage.
Okay. I mean, I should technically have 3 advantages.
Nope, you only get 1 advantage. That's
there
how
you
it
go.
works.
So
My
18.
survival is +6.
Oh wait, my survival is actually. Oh yeah, it's +4.
Plus 4. Okay. So
Yes, 18.
okay. So with everyone's help, you're able to carve around, and Dimitri helps guide you. He's like, oh no, there, and you're like, yeah, okay. And you're
They're
able
like
to
holding
kind
the
of
legs for me.
holding the legs up. You're able to skin it. There is a little bit of damage. You guys did shoot it full of arrows and kind of hit it with some fire a couple times, but you're able to kind of work around most of that area, and you're able to kind of skin the majority of it with an intact pelt. There's only a little bit area that's still a little bit damaged. It might knock a little bit off the value, but not a lot. You're able to get most of that damage you've done to it off of it.
And let
So-
Ohkee drape it over his back like a cape.
All right, perfect. So go ahead and add 1 blood-tooth tiger pelt, and I would be in good condition to your inventory.
Probably about 7.
Like a 7.5.
We really didn't destroy it, you know. We kind of
Yeah,
like crushed its bones and shit.
Yeah, I mean, Dimitri blew its head up, and there was a couple arrow holes and a few singed marks from Ohkee, and but more or less you were able to salvage the rest of the pelt.
Can we harvest the teeth?
Give me a survival check.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone else wants to harvest anything too, go ahead and make survival
Oh, I'm
checks.
trying to
Yeah,
rip a fucking
so-
tooth out.
Okay, go for it.
Break those teeth. I'll let you guys do those. Wait, they're
was
survival
it?
checks. Do you want me to do them? Oh, you have a +6. Go ahead.
Oh, that was close. I saw that.
This whole night rolls have been bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I must have rolled like 10 or 12 ones.
Been some-
Yeah.
It's
it's
ridiculous.
been a Jegs kind of night, you know.
you did.
Yeah, you get advantage because everyone's kind of
Dimitri-
helping.
Are we each doing it, or Dimitri and I are we doing it?
It all depends on who wants to pull off what. So Tyler, what were you going for? So you're able to pull one of the teeth out. Dimitri, roll for the other one.
For the other one?
Yeah, you get a tooth.
Yeah,
well,
Beach,
Dimitri's
you stole my
pulling the other
tooth.
one out.
You wanted the claws.
Dimitri pulls the other one out. You guys have
I see
these
that they
nice
go for
3
that,
foot
and
long.
I begin to harvest the claws because they take both my teeth that I was going to take.
Okay.
Does this
18.
Does this tooth look like it could be used as some sort of like slashing?
It looks
weapon?
kind of like a scimitar.
3 feet long, probably.
It's a 3 foot long, like large, like single serrated kind of tooth. It just looks like a giant
Ooh.
sword. It's like a big sword. It looks mean as hell.
Ooh.
Yeah. I want to go for the claws as well as the eyes.
Eventually, you hack off the claws. Go ahead and roll me a survival check for the eyes, or no, a medicine check. Sorry, if you're trying to get the eye intact, medicine
Yes.
check.
I don't have that on my bar. Let me see what it is.
And medicine would be not at advantage because I don't think anyone else is proficient in medicine here.
I
Going
have a
for the tail.
+3.
No.
You'd have a proficiency. Ohkee, do you have a proficiency?
What?
Medicine.
+3.
Okay, no. It would be one of your proficiency modifiers.
No. Okay.
Okay.
Just,
So just a straight medicine check.
yep, just +1 for me.
Okay. So you're able to get them out, but they're a little squashed. They're kind of like you stepped on some grapes.
That's okay. It's as long as I have the eye. That's what's used for alchemy.
Yeah, I mean, you have I would say 2 ruined tiger eyes.
Juicy. They're like crushed olives.
It's like no, like you got a really ripe grape and you put it on a tile floor and then stepped on it. That's what it looks like. It's like they're pretty nasty. Like
I'll put
they're
it
not
into their little
they're not
pouch.
they're not worth
You know
anything. They might be worth alchemically, but
Yeah.
they're not worth anything like to sell.
Oh, that's.
No,
I'm not trying to sell them. Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
wrap up in little cloth.
I want
The
tail.
cloth just soaks
I'm
up
taking the tail.
the
Yep.
juices immediately. All right,
Puts it
go for
right in the pouch.
Ohkee. Go ahead and give me a survival check.
Should we look for this thing's den? Since we think this is what took.
You take probably 10 minutes to cut off the tail, Ohkee, but you're able to get it off. You kind of hack at it for a while with your fists. You punch the tail off. It takes you a while, but you punch the tail off. Okay. What's next? You have the entire pelt. Yes,
Yeah,
that was
I
the
got it.
first. That
Good
was the
condition.
first roll.
Yep, it was in good condition.
Should somebody
Okay,
do
so I got
like a
we got
nature
the
check?
eyes, got some blood, I got the pelt,
Yeah, Dimitri, go ahead and give me a nature check.
got the teeth. Oh, I got the claws also. How many of those claws did I
Don't-
get, Galen?
2.
Okay.
Don't we think this is maybe the thing that stole our archaeologist buddy's partner? Should we look for its like? I mean,
Ate them?
you
You want to check the stomach
Tave
contents?
already saw where the camp was.
Yep, the Satora's already like covered in blood already. So all right, and just cut open the stomach.
Give me a medicine
Should we
check.
try and go check out this camp, or maybe figure out where this tiger is like I got a nice slash too.
Satora, you find. I mean, the stomach is full of meat, like it has been eating stuff. You aren't able to glean the nature of the flesh that's found within its
The mystery
stomach.
meats.
It's a mystery meat. You're not sure. You're like, it ate, but I can't tell more than that. It's been sitting there for a little while, so it's kind of partially dissolved.
Well, it doesn't look like he's eaten very recently.
Within the last 2 or 3
A
days.
few days. Yeah. So that's enough time for our friends to be gone. But I don't know even how we would begin to find its den. No. Clues? Why not? To find the ravaged camp?
We know where the camp is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down to go back to town. I'm not down to stay here in the jungle.
That's a good
We
point.
should probably rest and then look for more silver ore.
Yeah, while they're doing their rest, I'm gonna be searching for herbs. Maybe we
I'm
should
gonna
hide
look
in
for more
trees.
silver.
Okay,
I
so
wanna
you
look at
guys.
Ohkee.
So where are you? Poor Ohkee.
I think
So
we
what do
should set up camp next to the water area over here. Yeah, we'll leave that over there in the jungle. We'll let things eat that over there.
Okay, so you guys are doing a short rest or a long rest?
Sure.
Okay, yeah, it's probably about 3 o'clock in the afternoon at this time.
Did I regain key or rage from short rest?
Yeah, I believe you regain key points.
Short rest?
Rage
Yeah.
too?
I think rage is long rest.
Yeah, it's only long. I don't know.
Okay.
Never done one. Worthless.
Unless you use your hit dice.
Not spells, right?
You don't unless you have arcane recovery, no.
No. Okay.
Okay. Just don't fall down another ravine and you'll be fine. Don't fall off the waterfall. Okay, so you guys finish your short rest. At this point, the skies have kind of grayed and a light rain has begun to kind of pass over the jungle. And you hear the pattering of the rain droplets on the leaves. And it kind of blends in with the roaring of the river that's near you. About an hour goes by after you guys regain your strength. What would you guys like to do now?
We should make our way to the base. Here?
I think we should just go back to town.
Why don't we do both?
trying to sell this pelt. And we can also get more supplies, like silver arrows and shit. Yeah. Well, we can also come back to the jungle. Yes. Yeah.
We almost died getting here. I think we should stay here while we can.
Maybe
I mean,
maybe Brian can give us some good weapons.
yeah, I don't particularly.
We still owe him silver ore too.
Yeah, so we can bring him the silver ore, sell the
We don't
pelt,
have enough silver
get
ore.
arrows. You're free to do that by yourself, because we can always come back and get more silver. There's no need to get it right now. We already have enough to cover the cost of what we needed. We still have like 10 days left until we have to leave. I just think we should sell this off shit like while we have it.
Or split the party.
I just want to start getting my supplies for the tomb.
Do we see any caves nearby that look like they might have silver?
Give me a perception check.
See,
Joe, you need to change the color of your dice. Orange is not working for you.
Perception?
Yeah, perception. Yeah, so Tave and Dimitri. Satora, you want to roll? You rolled a 14?
I'm rolling for my finding the plants during that rest.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
find any wild
Yeah, you're not able to find anything
I have
other than
advantage though in my chosen terrain.
for perception checks.
Yeah, perception's intelligence, right, or wisdom? Well, I have both of them. I have advantage for. This is actually plus one more, so I'm 19.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to find a few mushrooms that you recognize from the book. Like, see these like kind of bluish greenish mushrooms that are growing out from this embankment on the ravine.
Do you happen to notice any adamantium around? I've heard that's valuable.
It's really valuable. Tave and Dimitri, you guys kind of look back over where the waterfall is, and you see another cave down in the lagoon on the rocky side of the waterfall. Kind of, if you're looking, if you're standing at the waterfall and you're at the 6 on a clock face, it would be like at 3 o'clock. The pool is down in front of you. 3 o'clock, there's a rocky wall where the sandy beach is, and there you see some more indentations.
That's a terrible idea. Okay.
Okay, how much rope do you have?
That is not enough.
It's a 30-foot waterfall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not a massive waterfall. So you tie off to a tree, and go ahead. Yep, using one of your super duper sailor knots. Go ahead and give me a athletics check with advantage. Your feet slip on some of the rocky moss a little bit on the way down, but not enough that you're not able to catch yourself and very ungracefully make your way to the bottom of the waterfall. You're kind of off to the side, and your feet land on the rocky shore on the far side of the lagoon. So it would be a bit of a swim just to get across to where the rocky wall is. So if you look at a clock face, you'd probably be at the 7 o'clock. Actually, I could probably just draw it real quick. So let's do. Okay, so here's the waterfall. So artistic. Ugh. And you're kind of, so this is the kind of beach here. Let me get everybody real quick. And the caves you saw were kind of over in this direction, and the camp is kind of over here. Nice.
Are we all
Oops.
up here?
Yeah, you guys are all still up on top of the waterfall. And so all the water. So artistic. Wow. Okay.
I will tie off 2 ropes. Attempt to
Okay. Go ahead and give me a athletics check with advantage.
find it.
Oof. Roll one more. Okay. Your arm slips on one, and you're able to catch yourself with the other rope and slowly move yourself down.
Figured I probably need 2 ropes.
Okay, so you guys are standing at the bottom of this lagoon. And the rest of the party's on the top of the. What's the party doing that's on top of the waterfall?
I think it's just me.
It's you and Ohkee.
Oh, it's both of us. Oh, okay.
I'm staying safe. I'm not even gonna
Yep.
bother going down there.
I'm not gonna even check over the side of the cliff. I'm just sitting there, you
I
know.
end up dying. It's just not worth it. I rolled like 14 once tonight. Not
Satora just like.
I mean,
making
statistically, you have a lot of 20s coming, Joe.
It's that.
Yeah. I'll save it for a different night then.
All right.
It's just that meme. It's like, y'all hear something? Nah, I hear nothing. I sleep.
So there's caves over here if you guys want to do a short swim across.
Yes. I
Dimitri. Tabe rides Dimitri's shell.
Okay, so as you guys
like Pokemon.
as you guys are swimming across, I need both you and Tabe. You guys get in the water. It's kind of cool and refreshing where this humid water, like the humid air is, and you dive in this nice cool water and you're swimming across, and the pool is a lot deeper than you initially thought. You know, it's probably about 40, 50 feet deep, kind of looking down, and I need you both to give me perception checks.
I'm like showing Ohkee the blue mushrooms that I found.
Okay.
I'm just like, look at these.
Oh no. Okay.
We hear screaming. Y'all hear something? Nah.
So as you guys are swimming across this water, you sense some movement around you. And as you look down, you see this long, elongated, dark-skinned body that looks like a giant snake, but it's much more slick than that. And as it kind of cools up to the surface of the water, you feel this tingling sensation as the electric water pulses through, just and the giant electric eel shocks everyone out in the water. It's not that big, but.
Dimitri will get fucked.
It's it's 30 feet long, so. Yeah,
Hope
it's
you
actually
wear
about
rubber
it's actually about that big. And as the electricity pulses through the water, that's where we're gonna end for tonight because it's 12 o'clock.
Yes, it is. You dumbass.
Get
You're
me
the one who
the
went in
fuck
the
out of this water.
Dummy.
Oh.
Rubber boots. What?
If he dies, you mean? Well, he's a 600-pound turtle. Theoretically not. All right. Well, we will pick up that next week.
This is when you. This is why you don't listen to Tom. And they're drunk and rambling. No, we'll be fine. Let's go down. We'll be fine.
I think I
Nah.
can dash to shore if I can dash next turn.
Oh, you're gonna take so much damage next round. Oh my god, so much. He's a. Okay. Yeah, I need you guys both to roll dexterity saving throws, please. To dodge the lightning in the water. Okay, you take half damage.
Ooh.
Dimitri, you take full damage.
At least you can rage now. Why do you
Okay.
think?
Dimitri takes 20 points of shocking damage. Tabe takes 10. As the water just electrocutes its.
Can I please
And,
dash out of here?
We will pick this up next week. The cliffhanger. Well, because we have to roll for initiative because whoever got to go first would be a big determinant of how that
Yep.
the outcome would be. Yep, 10. All right. So the battle of the against the amp eel. I guess it wouldn't be a battle. You guys are probably just gonna get the fuck out of there. As a DM, I recommend that because he's CR8. Satora,
so-
come shoot arrows.
Yeah, y'all hear something? Oh, now you want my help? After you didn't listen very explicitly? Good one. Good one. That eel's a bastard. That tiger was a bastard. Everyone's a fucking bastard. Nope, cause I'm walking back to the city to go sell my pelt. You went down. True neutral. True neutral means y'all want to be stupid. Y'all gonna pay the price. DM is also true neutral. I'm just playing a character like a DM. Great for me? Yes! As she gets electrocuted. Alright, we'll see.
At least you're not constructs.
Yeah. Very true.
Well, if it's any consolation, the Ampule has less health than the tiger did.
Less than 180 health.
Less than 180 health. Yep, less than 180 health. So.
Yeah, guess what? You have. So, what's your swim speed? What's your swim speed? 20?
That's
Your
what?
swim speed? Yeah, Dimitri. So I know yours is probably fucking like 5.
Half movement speed.
Half movement speed.
So
Well,
20.
my movement speed is 40, so 20, and if I dash, it's 40.
Yeah.
So can get us the fuck out of this shit.
Yeah, so I just want to say that you're gonna go towards the bank, opposite of where you threw your rope. So you're gonna
But I
swim
think-
back across where the eel is.
Does this thing get an advantage attack on us if we swim away from
It's in
it?
the water.
It gets an attack of opportunity if you swim away from it.
I like how
current-
Joe's just silent.
It's because it's currently touching you with its body because it's just electrocuted at you a lot. So
Oh, it's touching me, so I could fucking attack it, huh?
yeah, you could attack it, but I need to get to sleep because I have to get on a flight tomorrow.
True.
What is its?
Alrighty, dude.
What is
Good
the
night,
attack it
dude.
just dealt? What is the attack it just dealt?
If you what?
Or something?
Shock.
It dealt lightning damage.
Okay. I might be able to sustain another one of those. Let's see if I can dash the fuck out of here.
All right. Well, you guys have a week
All
to
right,
think
dude.
about what you're gonna want to do.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I'm only gone for like 3 days. Like I'm back on Thursday. So.
Well, let's shoot for Gaunt Friday or Saturday.
Yeah, I'm down.
Whatever. Joe Dimitri,
that
Friday,
sounds good.
Saturday work for you?
Sure.
Okay,
I think so.
cool.
Yeah, oh no, he's gone for like 10 days. So he went to
Camping.
Missouri to go camping.
Hey, I
No,
mean,
they went to
we went to
Greece.
Colorado.